Makwaba ayatwa Owia Ade Kyeɛ dwumadi no so mote bright and cow this port I mo hwam ebreye na OSP say Sisiano the office of the special prosecutor is under threat from political interference. Kisia Jaben is calling for a constitutional protection. Na yentie nsema odi tuja.
You recall what happened in 2025. Incidentally, it was our best year of performance. At the same time, it was our worst year of existential troubles. Why should Kisi and a few officers of the Office of the Special Prosecutor be the ones always fighting existential battles just to keep this office running? Had it not been the good-naturedness of the president, the office would have been scrapped by the end of December 2025 in Parliament. Ask yourself, why? It is because politicians don't want us around. It is that simple. And why do they not want us around? Because we are bad news for politicians. And that is why civil society should keep it afloat. I am not known to be diplomatic. I speak what occurs to me. The attempt to scrap the office of the special prosecutor last year is not dead. And this is a charge I'm giving to civil society. It is not dead. It is live. But we should not depend on the goodness of the president to say, withdraw it from Parliament. Rather, we should build this institution for the ages, an institution which stands the test of time. I was approached in respect of how to reform, and a lot of the talk I heard was revolving around me. And I told these well-meaning people that do not make proposals because of my nature. Some may see me as good.
Also on this year, he has started counting down his days as special prosecutor. But he's urging civil society to preserve the OSP and fight for his continuity, even after his tenure ends. Also, the days are numbered. To tuna namo bako no akan wa make bako. O tu bako no make bako. Yentie Kisia Jabe.
It is from a deep place of sincerity and neutrality that this dialogue is undertaken. And when we were informed about it, we opened our hearts that it should be done. How many institutions can stand this scrutiny? It is the office of the special prosecutor. More than 70% of the populace want an independent institution to fight corruption separate from the Attorney General. And more than 50%, and with this I take pride in it, the majority of Ghanaians trust the office of the special prosecutor than any other institution to fight corruption. And with this, my job is done. However, I have started counting down my days to when I depart as the special prosecutor. When I become the former special prosecutor,
I don't see no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and so say there should be a cross-border cooperation to unlock Africa's AI potential. Officials will be a year no. There is a huge potential for Africa's AI, but we need a cross-border cooperation. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
It is that artificial intelligence can unite borders if Africa builds capability and then connects that capability across borders. However, if we treat AI as a set of imported tools, we will remain price seekers in the knowledge economy. But if we treat AI as a national and continental capability stack, we can become co-authors of the rules, the markets, and the benefits. Today,
Owia. Auntie. I remember on chain. Definitely we'll go to the Middle East correspondent. So, yeah, any updates from Koku? What's the latest? But now, Cousin them say Trump by address.
Latest, and he said there's good news in the Middle East right now. Donald Trump, I said by 3 weeks' time, my baby, irrespective of whatever the Iranians will accept the peace talks, whatever, baby. Now I see a baby name no more said there's enough destruction of supposed nuclear plant installations. Number and indeed Israel fought to two bomb to baby war. But Iranians just say honor medics and as baby are more here nipa yin ronia the identity sano mo claim once on tokwa na omoko and the enra the nija but pressure wa American so and as a mampanyu say economic situation around the whole world, as a result of this particular coup na manfo nyano and na kwakwa yasem and we hear so Iran forces so I insist say and no more can we are no more can say omodo mon ka say omo no bi edi nkomo ba omo boa we ntokwa no I say obi am person obi yin ma say the men na me person asumdue ba meanwhile so behind the closed doors no because right now as a China and Iran for ntemo as a one American for the money actually say China for Iran for dim komoma asumdue ba and so far the bibia the na kwema we say there's peace in sight but ntokwa na ma de ba ko mehu ni say Israel and Hezbollah and I say southern Beirut capital of Lebanon and what na say Israel for the money buha ma awura ho ma say o say ntokwa no ebe nipa be 6,000 omo poma from be omotie omo poma mo kire say omo mamo nsa ama ho me ha omo da chi bia ntino he say say nipa 6,000 omo ya de na tukofo omo kruma Israel for say even after the war no they still make sure say obi ama ho uye Lebanon ni or whatever omo because of Hezbollah for no
okay
but no we are so omo secretary of war American former secretary of war or can we be on I say my secretary of defense
Secretary of State
at the defense.
At the defense, no.
The work can say Kestama, yabo my papa no.
Kestama UK.
No, was say I say we a coward. Now a coward as a sense was say I'm a UK troops nice so my as a toy. To kwaya cost one mama. The American force say a kwaya mo force akwa pay or more crude. Ewo Middle East one day o masem.
Omuni
UK no way. You be and say no.
Kestama they ask who fu be say.
Akofa sama bakakra. Am I say for the first time so many years the king Charles is expected later to visit the US this year because as the relations of
Kestama
any
now they are no here oba no kra bullying up.
But then you the biggest
question
address,
time Wednesday.
The biggest address will be US president. On the course because they say no once over the weekend the demonstration on my the special on the man
what the ammonia no okay yeah mama Emra won chain office of the special prosecutor officers here are almost 50% of Ghanaians they prefer the special prosecutor to any other institution or about 75% of Ghanaians are looking for an independent body that will fight corruption. No, no, they all marking a time. NJB and Emrebeso. Aquanuma. Memreso and Amco. Ghana should preserve the OSP. Now, for the ingenuity of the president, go December 2025, the politicians, you could OSP before. The politicians. MPOSP because they are bad news for them. Now 2025 was his best time. It was also his worst time because people wanted to boot them out.
Oh yeah, there 2025.
So, Kazan one could be some. I make
2025 no yeah there.
I see the best moment as a special prosecutor was 2025. In roads our year in now in 2025 so be any west or yam kwanuma yam meet you
I was that
enu ade kisi eja ben kika ye nyina o kika ye nyina de besi nti no na Ghana for expect so meye mayana say 50% of Ghanaians ejinidi eji special prosecutor no na expect say kisi eja ben bra na be maye adia over the years 90% of Ghanaians say yenti an independent body. That's right. Obeba corruption and their because you say the office of Attorney General one Minister of Justice or appointee of the president into a bed so obeko wo ne do baye because we previous government an appointee na odaso to no moses okra de akotamuka bibi say wo tenure of office just say senye se boni bi say gidi pa so bi pamo say free honum no ebedi no answer oto kisi eja ben emiye nhunu so obedi special prosecutor no dia no aye dia mayen yes institutions say wo Ghana de Ghana for gidie say wonye corrupt eno na hia yen kisi eja ben we ya keke ne ye do be dey office of the special prosecutor no akotana nke ete be ye dey
on mouse statistics.
Radi akweta osano homrane and my dear me fee say or say office na etno catch obekwa akọ office na say betno sentinel enye na sem obekwa wonko no nya isa tobe ni ase oba bi masu bi na aba ne mu na okeka we de kire akweta ti we ni e ka se kise jabe meye akweta yeti ahwe enra public accounts committee we man ya na de ababeto dwei etikise eja be wa hu
onko
hu ene enye na adwuma
we no kra na osenko che no osenka ba ne kra
banka bi anka wo de etese yese a politician bi wo mo to aba e wo ba bi wakoche 100 cedis amobi wo ko akochiri sisi a be ba ne letter so omra
million Ghana cedis for 6 Vitara
SUV cars 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 friends car near friends
ba ku bia e be 800,000
8 billion
Vitara
kanu kraso si hu
kan insian so om say ase om ko renti no sa now ko renti kan buy no na specification bi to masa de owner na dia na owner mo de come and refund this car
akota na saman we eti ho
no aba na sem ko
yes no aba special waba yi public accounts committee na ote ho no na se bibia mfa no ho
you so annoying
bibia mfa no ho na yebusa no ka no wa he onim receipt wa he onim Owia sa ka kire sai it got to a point supplier no na supplier na frefre no send a text message say onye no approve ade no ntem we Minister of Defense me de say honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Makpobusa say we Minister of Defense and now we chief director ministry honomo and I president and a supplier no wababe send a text message say ne na de ne mano we nyina akota kisi eja bi wanhu ananya na dwuma say auditor general's report and a eba bonten kisi eja bi special prosecutor and auditor general report ba ontimi nkom anakota and de nya na dwuma
obetima kompa
yes it we nyina ye hunu but no aba betena ho no mo be samra ne maya de na 90% of Ghanaians say yeti independent body na say oba add up to the numbers ni enyamfa so bia mfiri so a akontada independent body na yeti ye no say kisi eja be yati ne namfa so ba so ye de so already na ye wo Attorney General ho amanfo fee say ase ye hu de wo ye bia ya compromise akota ye wo yoko ho eno so amanfo fee say asi ehunu de owo ye bia eno so konkon akonta ye wo CID office ho CID office so amanfo office ye hu de ekọ bia ene yeso okay ye nyina ye nkamom ye nkote special prosecutor wono no de wonchele woni man pipi ni man DC yes oye ya wo bechew ene ekofa man yi ba ko ekofa ne ba ye won kwa de office no kura wa mie anwie ɛna ɔkɔɔyɛ ade my back never say Martin B can be
Martin B Kaiser
Ben Kaiser
Kaiser
one when the hundreds is hundring you or kika sabrofo ni nyina wie office no kura wa mie no
ɔkɔ to to na do dey the
mother serpent of all corruption and the na goda oja hɔkɔɔyɛ ɛni akɔfa
do onu say no so ono na resign here it you say no be retire on a salary ana
so one retire
so one resign ye so yemuza so
you no man compensation be
jakota we mu nyina beka article 71 office holders and the bomb my ka
it you ono say okisia ja bin say or the also marking the time till the time to no got transfer
oh young Ghana be hene sa
so you tianika 800,000
akota be tua man sa kosi so
or pension so bosum be remember no
obi tua man oh young obi tua man kosi so be wu
article 71
na me be tun sa frɛ no South article 71 ni
professor
kosi prempem friends constitutional review committee no
atofo sinsu a wo sun say bosin a okɔ 7 billion one nyina emu be 4 billion yo mo dia
yes
nipa ba ko pɛ
the condition of service
the bosome akatua ne towa ho o otifie no na bosome akatua to it be nipa be 20
tibi fa nurses be 100 ma omo ye adwuma e wo hospital
obi tifie wogi 800,000 a month
yes
as watena fie wa retire 800,000 it's 80,000
800 million
nurse for be 20,000 10,000 40 omusika
go be 100 na
nurse ni be na wo Ghana ha yitua ne ka be 10,000 na say 5,000
354
teacher ni be na wo Ghana ha also watch radio basic school and say even secondary school see tuanika
5,000
so akuta when mu nyina ntimi de mebusa se kise gya bintu when ye ka so my special prosecutors office no na ye tini na Ghana for about you find say the whole country say ye here an independent body no na ye so be analysis a kire me ba ye no ma ya de na about
the analysis ampe asante
mamele kisi ya bia semle na de mbese mekem
anti then abeso
press conference I never knew say obi timi a press conference esan ho mane no so keka nsem sa me for the first time disappointed in a man ehun hia so ba gina or your research be on for details metudwa me hu de amanfo ka sa minim how or 50 say ni pass pia 70 mbese mekem on my public account committee no agona doso pa say we be for man sika na wafa we dey mechanism because for 4.8 million Ghana cedis kotoka nsia sebe o papa no ma meja pare na dija wa anti kaba kotoka so be kansense nsimu ya kire ebisi na nsen ya last year o be bi papa bi so onu aye panyin wa adwuma mu se abrante no wu wa ko ye ni bi ko bonsa and so go tua ne kasa
for almost
na we ni pa da so eye adwuma oban adwuma nya hwe no nipa no so da
busasa nipa no ye musa say ya che no
ya
wana mo baby na anti don't
know so ya director
na nya sire mo baby ese mo baby
na wonim de anti na ya na boys no yeah oh my anti na na boys ni bi say boys ni mo so hye bi o mbu ofu say uhwe boni amanfo be di pa nu ko tutumu na obi wia ne man ketenkete bi ni sa ne madi panko du koto assessment na tum no obi so be wi o mensi kadi sa nsem fun say sebe na afa ni pa da so ne nam court kien gu Ghana for so ye sutimi akodro pa for Ghana sika 4.8 million nam de enu an mu say Ghana for sika
o bibia ha no he
say yetimi say
he didn't give it as one fam
I mean so je ne kwa no ye mobo ba mani manyamfo say na sebi papa we nti obetra wona ye do picture abeto so na we ade boni say soja for di me bata won say dey
no so, Ministry of Defense
job ko pedi so enti papa ya kika san nsem we ebesi ne watime ko kete so amade achi ko bi na sebi odi ko kia na ya yibi na fa asem yibi fani say we ifo yibi ya nke akwachi no ya say ye ko tinka akwa achi nipa ne ade enti o ma nyema hia ye pa na say hia mpanimfo no nemo niema ehia yen no ene hia mpanimfo no entimi de o ma ade be say ekoso say si ya no be ndia o munya public account committee ni dwumadi no munyai na ye ho ntoyen because what is ansem si na ebufu se mu papa ba ku bi kura so say no no kan say almost me bi su duri sa you say Independence Square o preparation ya kwa preparation Independence Square and no kwa nya independence celebration we the cohesion region 21 million Ghanaians go dia papa bi so almost we the renovation and so ye hu dia kokofa he ne be kin yesika ye nya o mamu na your mind kwaje bo se free baby ba na kobrane etimi fasika na yes animal se ne ehwe no ya hwe ni pane ne di sansem se ya na ehwe no entimi de me committee we na kasa o mamu bo adwuma ma me abron se sare ni atamis bia no
yes o ma recommend the guy na ma the attorney general's office so prosecute guy no
and so almost say as a matter of agency on prosecuting no would they do it
na ko I say honanenka police for before they handcuff
police because you have the
information before inviting
the public account committee. They have the strength of the High Court. That is why they are able to subpoena people.
Okay.
That is why almost subpoena won't mean kasa you don't it has the power of the High Court. Only that they do not have prosecutorial
and prosecution powers more frequent.
And not EFFC.
Nigeria
for EFFC for your kasa EFFC about fee.
HBN na Ghana.
Na ko EFFC nyent say special prosecutor na nyene bia.
There be omo powers to arrest, powers to freeze your assets nomne ade. Nti akwa to say something like Iyoko
okay.
Ba Iyoko penny. Ono so de ne de be group Damas. Esi ananse ya obekai
yes council of state
member bi or voter
region ono so
na as or the office no abuse or you see no office no attacking grofobia or no beef mrebi.
Papa ne kan because before that no papa ko mo panache no yoko ne panache no ayo montam asem ne
there be na asema ya kan make asa so say
there be ne kan na papa ne kan ya before that no now omo papa ne kan there be papa na asem na o ka me say before that then yoko fo nso I issue statement.
It does not mean
until me say details of the issue no one way.
Yoko for by. Omum for soldiers the police in great rank for me. Katawali. Omam ready for contest we na me kase debit beso just me kase I said the whole rubbish dey make papa no so ye penache no oni mo bia ye penache no Ghana ha onye bone because of politics
the me can say before say papa no be kasa na Yoko for no issue statement say is on the wanted list.
No more penalty.
No issue statement.
Very good. Ebia no council of state member. And kasa your mo asem. Ghana asem.
Ghana asem. No almost say Sikebi say about 500
very good
million 57 million Ghana
cedis.
Ghana dia.
Honorable Ayim ewa ahoma no so. Honorable Anim Memoache.
Openye me Joso na me charity phone so.
What to say?
Me ho ye pa.
Eno ade nyame anim ne Ghana fo bebrebu fui. San say opani a obetra public accounts committee animu ana yes 4.8 billion 6 Vitara SUV Vitara cars a wakoto no unit price yebusa na aswenim receipt aswenim document aswenim car ne woya nyame anim ni ye omanfo no na yebu ofu mehwe wanim kura na udun sana mutiri hu sa sese akra me de wa to TV no so na utiri ho na onsa na ho me pacho enopai akosi se ono abo ya onim gina ye be na public accounts committee mu gina wo papa yi so
papa me da wase na am sasade odi kan no asem we asem wa enra ba committee na ha dwen kaka na ne se Ministry of Defense soldier for election year or mobile surveillance vehicles ministry procure ya nanka see didi juma ewo abato ho nhyehyɛ 2024 na utie papa nen kasa yemu vehicles anka ya de be di sa juma obunka ta no no mo se ebedru December da tosunum na wo hwɛ audit report nso eba ya Bibia Chepefe say car neba December 5 or more person or more chese or monso ensa can sign received note December 10. Na auditors call hoso or more caution na sa cars ya yes sign documents chese by December 5 no na cars ni ho. Ye buta papa yin so a otimi nche baby a cars na ye ken ewo. Ana wo hwe contract nsensem so abranti ya de ne tumi so the contract extensions na oni ho kwan se obetimi aye na contract no yetimi abiemu abra omfa emra kwan so it wo hwe enra nsem ono akeka ye ene study esito odwa na obi atimi hu se nsem no mu en pasomo ti wo hwe public accounts recommendations ya de be ma attorney general na wahwehwe nsem ni mu na odi say prosecuting na ya de prepare nso abem
me pacho enti papa no went to me and mamo the unit price of each car
ohwe dia contract price no was around 4.8 million Ghana cedis
for 6 cars
for 6 cars
SUV Japan Vitara
car back will be 800,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, there's Vitara and your full SUV, but
there's a car back could be 8 billion.
8 billion to Tikano.
Vitaro, what's happening out him? Open it on how at him. Bebam Joe, honorable anim, yawanim. Ghana for baby free say e was say mutimi enya esen a mobetumi aka. Onyi ni sem rahye bejefi e was say mutimi emma public accounts committee certain prosecutorial powers be. Betumi ama ebia mobetumi a prepare onipa bi obeba ho for prosecution nom ne ade. Because more refer omo emma attorney general nom ne ade. Say charger Emrano yes as they say I'm with my search charge you no and also one some say together with more prosecutorial powers we say come Mrani mo mrashe beje fi anka Ghana for any beje pa
Panye medasa pa wo hwe PFM act na say ye ni akojo ponkrom amendment bia or the aba mrashe beje mo ye free ase a ye di ho dwuma ani nyina ne se ebemia PFM act ni mo se de be ya sansem ya wo keken ebetmia mu na bone a ekokọ so ewo agencies ni MDS no ya hwe kwan pa wo hwe se the CTSS beyond recommendation to Attorney General. What do we do as public accounts? Follow-ups ewo Attorney General ehunu status of cases that ya recommendations minane referrals abromo arrested the prosecutions no akodru ene kwan pa ebe faso a tikakra nyane yenim say Attorney General Auditor General Airborne Homodin ebrebia na say charges no multimedia but we can go a step further yebetimi e de asisa no man kwan yenim say etoda bia ye dwumadi ayedie no akoye no ho name and shame say no a wo hwed the course ya papa yegu na nim ase wo TV so a eno so ebon krofo hu eman krofo ndi bonesa but said ya work kan ye say miemi amra ni mu a ebeboa ama ekwan a ASF paso ne de krofo yi efamra kwan so no eno so beboa na edite the padodo na from Bonea aya na edi na prebebre no yeah say politicians na bokro no but ohwemu a Republic account jumedi ayedi be afeni achiri ni a utimi ho say most of these civil servants na eshisha politicians edi boni bi sometimes because of politics ayenti na de kata nyoma so me hu ne say baby ayedru no yetimi bo emra no ho na yetimi de emra no nso di juma ebeboa na agisa nyoma boni a ekoso ewo agencies na ministries ni mu
se ano honorable Dafia Mapo a request and answer or stress ye interdicting no. Lance for betimi to say na mo no ana.
Ɛno deɛ mɛtumi aka sɛ bra chief we bae no ɔhwɛ papa no dwumadi a wadi o defense a ɛnɛ wasa de agye transfer de akɔ Lance a ɔno hu ne sɛ ɛbɛboa sɛ Lance bɛ interdict no while we look into the issues akɔ so where papa yi a ɔsɛ ne dwumadi a wadi wɔ Ministry of Defense almost 7 years. Now, so because now defense now the Juma for 7 years, you expect say nipa no obetimi edi ni Juma wo kwan papa mu. Now we will be our 7-year experience our ministry. Now utimi disa boni a course ya. Na ebe hu be hia say baby e na course say no. Ye be twe na asen kakra. Na yetimi ahwehwe ni nyuma ene nyoma o ye e wo defense. Ni ahwe say ehun hia say ye be mana to na Juma so anase ye de sanction bi ebeto no so said be ya emma sa boni e course so defense na bi nsa me koso e wo lands and natural resources.
Okay, so we are all waiting and looking up to the Minister for Lands and Natural Kofi Amabuase or the Osiobe ya. I don't want to say on the medasi.
Papa, Mr. Medasi.
I can't committee on now. You sure they want to be?
But I'm 70 be hard.
And no, so they be out any day. All right. Asantina now flow.
Bibi say nyina si ni say jani pe kwaje adisika aban disika ma fofa ka si bra na we nyina beboaboa na aban abagidi mbone nipa no we na disisi a wa ban na wo hu se we na de wakoyi nipa na de nipa ntu nyina wo di o man abro
ba say we de asante ya name na shemu no enei say ye nyina te say Kofi Amaboa a interdict papa ya ye mo na baso you never born about
na no achi no my 4 something million is aketua o
no so sika no de interdicting the person crown no a step ama ebia behuna obi deterrent now
so me no ya adwen kakra but the me can say papa yi almost was 7 years experience and we adwuma with the Ministry of Defense
almost so crowd
na honya soja fo nkwa na adwuma
so almost
adwuma ho 7 years yes or 7 years
we adwuma ho 7 years
Ministry of Defense no we adwuma as procurement director for 7 years ije bi kro be konkra na other ministries a we
adwuma tie transfer ne ba ho
akotom de ne Lansi ya promote no honorary director of finance or free procurement
finance
ene say yensas no
say allowance de ene sika
ya na me
of lance sika
unya ya bwacho ha
finance
ade ba ko ha o man we ni say wuni mi say nka wodi boni say nka be resign ba Ghana de wodi boni kra no on resign amofo no ade kitikiti kra o timi resign
okay
we waje transfer free soja from ho
ya dwen no senka won resign na ka emra no so wan ho aye dia
asante
apeja o se wu
afei na o kasa se senka ba sisi immediately enra asem ni siye no obedru office na ono abuku Kofi Amaboa I issue statement o mama na letter of interdiction
yes
se oboye hwehwemu ti on kotena fie na
owo no ana dey say kwagina court
attorney general so serve no
yes
to appear before court arrested and given bail na odi
na sem
ni hu so obesa ba na mi beba
say ni emfa say
everybody is proven innocent
until
is presumed innocent until proven guilty by a court of competence until that is done says how dey we koso papa ya obi a wakona yie nanso so bosumi bia wo sign me
etia wada so na adwuma
adano a eba ye no ananka ministry na issue statement interdicting no investigations ongoing or court next year enka obo hu say public accounts so transi no mo show auditor general's report na eniema infractions be hold ma
esobeti
ba ye koya no fiti sam nipa bebre ne edoma be gu hono ma o ma to cars nanse ya ECG cars bi se no mu Drabom ko. ECG cars mako be times 15 pickups. And yet dilapidated do. Womu
roadworthy.
Ekoye nkomodie ni ade na akoda. Drabom na djuma. Omo ye in charge no da so office wa. Omo de krata da so command sign. Omo procure name afufuro.
Eno mutaka eya assembly o kan assembly. O say ono de committee has say na otie no wakache ni chief directors ene ne directors nyina. Say procurement bi letter bi hwan bi ba na wo ye behind me. Na say ho assemba ono metena say wo beba betena committee nani. Now you answer those questions ebowa. You are taking to wherever ono metena say wabra wo chief director or director of procurement no di nkwasi asem na minister minimum hwe ne de maba betena say ne ba begumani
Ghana the technocrats, the chief directors, deputy chief, procurement officers, finance officers, woman na ekuyen. But don't say we are politician now kwa. Na say so we are greedy. They will teach you the way.
Oh yes.
How much of kwanya
say no ke ye say ya. Ye say honorable ye say ya.
Na omutimi ye say afre bibi miscellaneous.
Eno kwa dinye kese kwa
miscellaneous no ma miscellaneous no ma capacity building. You see, no.
What the capacity
building?
What the capacity building?
Internal growth. Yabo ma ha no ya my training. Etubon so mo ha no makosia wa Lisa Hotel. Na makosia wa hotel we. No makofa obi amema lecture baako. Ni Owia akọ budget go da ho. Na se trefo no. They said the human resource ni HR no, PR no. Obonso are inviting central for bed 20. No atro back could be 3,000. No more be 1,000.
So oversign. Na kodu office one assign.
Omo type no mo dey akọ. Sana they are take Ghana. You see, yeah, cromfo.
Good.
You be
Omanhene.
Kron no way actually.
Onye se kono, onye min kase kono we adwan se kono ni adwum. Je me pese me kan se.
Akota mayi mo mane ene wo do mane office.
Obi na o ja ne so onye boni a wanye wo. Obi a o mane kwan so onye boni o be ye.
Obi say UK. Yeah, mo kwan a.
Very good.
Boni on be.
Na mo man o mo say no.
America kra na emra ba ban so so na hwe kwasa so na di
pa no. Ah, enti se yen no ya hye emra. Na se emra no mum na ase emanu suro yen. Yen akose emra no emanu se suro yen.
Ba yen na o se
yen e de emra nya adwuma emra no mfa nya adwuma. Eni se ade we se ade e koso nema nhyem nko anya enough. Papa ade achi yen na nke achi na papa pesim ne makra asebe enya busua nyina bedi awe wo ne sa gwa bi asika. We me de
afita na ni wa semu ya ko ne se
we no me no me kada say
a friend Frank Oliver Kodo.
Yeah. Efini ekono. Oma efini ekono. Efini ekono me pesenka. Obi ye boni bi se ya ho. One, if you ofiri mu ye hunu. Asori awoko. Boni awo nem. Sa ne ma we nyina ba mu ehu se titimre bi no na omo
that is a moral suasion.
Oh, me say tie because boko na asori no. Sikai me me ba
if so wo na ba kwa research dia
but anawe no mo timu sa no
and ambassador David
the person me chene say asori awoko
is not interested in asori
awoko e kire wo say krono ne hwane me nyenye me bo ena se wo asori bo say me assemblies ni na say assembly ni akobọ krono akura wo so te a na say bia afebo say oman no mu because some man mama bay I presumably say be why assemblies ni na bia beka say bia o impanifo bi esrema bi obi yes aneme ya ebe ebedu me beru say obi ya asori panyi bi anase wonya some privileged position because of asori bi afedem ko du ho wi ya boni amudi ati o mani the next time be board ko na ya ma ya somasi asori fo we mu de omunya position omuya konfo this America ni Europe no hwe Omanhene seche we ya seche obokro no ahun oba ukọ abandwuma akobokro no awo wonu asefo abandwuma di abandwuma pa de munya bi nye nti akwa no papa akofo sika bi ba fi na wokan a akwa nkwati fo phone fa no papa police mumra na papa se okobi sika no ha da ache me nya abandwuma anyewu enti ye no ase ye kan no keke wi ya anya
be first kana ye de kofi ye first kana ye mfa kofi o akota wei ubekum na nye sika se sika ye de be share ne nsemu ubekum kwa na SUV cars ya ye ke sisi ya yire bia aje ba kokra ma na wife Jiba allegedly you. Ode ye bobo etim nia wajiba ko bi kura ma so hu. Akoda anyama nipa se ni be ye no. Itimi fa mafie na wo no agogo.
Mama ya bo achejoche komo atrase.
Wenum nyina na yete ho.
Ye ka wa nyina no anopa ye ni future life ye hia ho den apom papa bi. Ya we
Minia.
na I want to say.
Ye who no dey cry na won so.
Na ya itimi to Suzuki Vitara Mini. 8 billion.
Ya grace the car ne 2 TV de so chese.
Ono ne kotoy.
Emo
8 billion.
Oda ye turn store so. E ya bache. Ye turn store. Debi store ba ko na.
Vitara.
Store ba ko no.
Suzuki Vitara.
Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Grand Suzuki Vitara 8 billion.
Yes,
Wait. The car we Ghana, I want to be talk away. Brand new cry 8 billion.
Debi o so ba bi o koton no sa na ye ton.
Na what on wa even. I don't know company na it will win.
Yeah, na committee no tena se no. E dey no maye.
Grand Vitara.
We assemble ha we
je akonta the price. New Suzuki Grand Vitara models in Ghana generally range from approximately 330,000 to over 415,000.
So,
like I said,
let's choose the highest price. 4 billion.
See this as
brand new. Brand new.
310. Brand new. What do you mean?
330,000 to 400. What if I say with a better spec now 400,000?
Yes.
I told it twice. Ni bi bia oni ni clear.
It's mine. Abo no de
times 2.
Yes, Ghana price.
Ghana price I see this. 3 billion.
Where ya SUV tier rubber?
Tier rubber the ACC ha.
You know what? Wako yi every port tier port charges ni now. It's the auto ya port charges in Kawe.
And what times in 2?
What's it? Yeah, what is what times in 2?
Na the car no. Una o fire na o de babe ebe judge for so e aban dia. Na what the times 2 say?
Hey.
Yaw ye ni enkomo.
Yaw. Omanhene Yaw no. Hwe. Ye di boro ni bi free Germany buy. Nana una makra road. So barriers ye kwan to no more critical construction barriers.
That's right.
Into bo hu se ni pesisi obi e dwonso e wo kwa.
Bronino
hwe sa. Why? Say ni pe dwonso sa. Because you say eno so tim mayade o. Say yade wi obi so a. Wo a wuchina ho wutimi nya.
Dwonso go.
Yeah. Tu china was say this is Africa. Oh. Inti for short. Yeah, TIA. For short was it TIA. And sana the only number says what does that mean? It was this is Africa.
TIA.
Yeah. Inti no semni bi no say what to kwan pen a. Me sa yi we say me ntra ho kona na mahwe. Ya we hu hia eba ma ebo boil up ama wo pressure kora be koso. Enipe ni apomdene sa. Enu nti nam de ma beta. Na wo hunu sa ade we dua be wo ye ni ye nanan me beto wo musi dua be wo ni a. Yesensana no. Si yesensana.
Yetu ase.
Yeah. Inti wo hunu sa ade a wo ye engo ye ma wo de a. We ye be keka borofo sa kosi 3. Mfaso obi ene so. And you know, English for say to be overwise is to ossify. When it be ba o ma ponchiachi. Into the yemfa no to any yankin apom de ho asem na we nkosi aga.
Eni enkomo.
Yeah, ye da say ye chietiefo nyina ena no pay say urade da foforo acha yen. Say enwom no say ye ni da urade aye. Enwom wo ha ne edunwotwe no. Momo manenye na munni ehurisi ewo mu 1st April. Urade bosome miensa ode yakodwa. Na ode yewura enan mu na ye busa ho so wapom de sen de si gina so. Wapom de ho asem etesen. Sen na wusi ho wapom den. Wo danya ne ya no pay ekoyie. Senkoyie dia na aduane nwanwa so ba akopɛ na mekamfo ade amawo. Aduane ni din e the future life. Aduane no ni din e the future life. Da che wonkwa e na wo bɔ ho ban. Wonkwa e na wo bɔ ho ban eno de enyi obi na ebo amawo. Enti nya wadwene se obi bɔbɔ amawo. wo maame no papa wo entimi mama wo na emom no wankasa wa ankasa Deuteronomy 30 verse 14 was say asem ne ben papa o wa wanum no akoma mu say yo eye wa nyi obi na eye ama wo na obebusa say future life here dey a natural food supplement I am fancy jaso ya wie dada a natural food supplement bibi won bia natural yem fancy jaso ya wie dada enu ti sa won saka wo de ya ne say wo de insuo air frat se ne ya wonya gari bia na salaka e de insuo fra no na wadi ne saa na ni gisam say wo de no wo be men be sa pam ne ma boni bi afri widiem.
That's right.
Adentra ekura 23 vitamins and minerals, 19 amino acids, omega 3, selenium, molicare, inulin, dietary fiber, high in protein. Na me ka kire wo say enei e wo man Ghana nko study be na no pay your school for be send by 13.3% of the population wo Ghana nyina e wo kidney chronic kidney disease. 13.3% of the population in Ghana ewo chronic kidney disease. Study a woman no no. Mrs. Sa Omanhene enipa ewu pa o enipa be wu o. Ifiri say ye de ya toto ye na ma basa. Kidney na ahoden sani ya dan ba me meti ara me ka kire wo no. January, the month of January see di bro nya wi eni esi boso me fufuro mu a enipa ba ye ho no obi obebe bia waso ko hospital no yes ne kidney ahoden wo fom ne kidney ya ye mre ensu ya begina ne kidney ho na chese obe ye nipa biem ye be mu nduru ne saa unye nipa wo mo wapom de ho asem nhia o kidney no ehia nsuo ntemesrawo wati wei no no munsuo bebri ona mo no munsuo batanye ice water menye wadwere se obanom ice water emwa no munsuo lady bi o say ewia no bo say dia nsuo na wo keka no dia entem no ordinary water wo yes ice water ne wo boa na wo boa yo say form enam se wuwu anasa na wonya nhune na abeka nsa go bonsa na abehunu na se ye kidney na ho den wo form ye kidney na ho den wo form ifiri se kidney no hia nsuo na kidney so yade eba wo ho no ne hu mu pa ne se 80% ay infection. Se kidney wo problem wa 80% ay infection. Enunti infections wa dawson. Infections are dawson. Me say infections are dawson. Enunti so wan hwani me bi ya obokọ ne Nyankopon won frɛ. Nyankopon frɛ wo bia. Nyankopon on frɛ wo bia. Na wudu kuro bi so a wo mu de wo mu ku yanim. Me ka asem duru Vancouver, Canada. Omanhene last year, November somewhere. Ne plane timi si aposo. Plane itu ne basa. Ne si aposo. Ne nipe wo masi fom. Na assign afa nipa no mu kwa kone nam baabi ane asaba. Si sa na akoduro. Na ye de ese ne esi twa aben. Sa na etwa no nsesan ye bi e mai. Se ni edi hwane praye saa na ehwane no nsesan bi e mai na wote ya se Nyankopon wo ba buruni to wo ba ka kire sa asema ka na wo boa wono wo Nyankopon no hwane tu agina e bo na mane se wo ba menka se Nyankopon ma wo na me ka kire wo se wono obi entu agina obetima ba na anwumire ya na obetima ba kira ba wo ye obi bia ya ne ntem na hwe eniema se ne yesi kro na ni nipa ewudodo enipa ewudodo se ne a meme de hwe me kwa yinum na me bosa sam tementem ho amete no ma enum na awo ana enipa num na awuo na makwa yie enti entem ho amete no ma enum na awo si enya bi saa me kwa yie wo kurubi so mambo area ho na onim say Omanhene corona me ko mu no enipa ne ye si omuda no eye 17 ne yedi ka si 6 dada enti yede koka ho amemeda na yi ane yi ne kromo na eto ne 3 timbusa papa bi se ma sen na awo ha obi ana no wasa ne mema wa kwara se aye mre na wo de wo ka wo ho asem che sensam aye keka no hu ene kidney mesramo bra future life achia na mu yo bra future life ye de be mu aduane adi ni a kire de wo be ye wo de wo da dialysis so wo na dialysis so wo kidney na ho den na ye se aba fam no be na me mu aduane ni me mu aduane wanwa so ba ko pe beboa wo kidney no bo da che ho ban na wo bre nye sa wo num nuro no sa wo ba num nuro no sa enko me mu aduane adi firi so de aduru ba wi ase wo se mu aduane nya woduro no woduo enso enye woduane. Let your food be your medicine. Aduane awudie na ebeboa wo enai mi kura beauty food ewa ha beauty food na sa beauty food ni kura wa eno de wo wedie no wotumi se wadwendwene ene ma bi how eno nti no ama wo wedie na twintwam ayebasa me ma beauty food na se wudia beauty food da e reduce wrinkles in 28 days and in 2% of the chinyi adakai just auto 9 1 week bia obedi baako 1 week bia obedi baako na bosomi dura aya hwe wo ho de akọ na abosa mpa dade bi twa dade em me se wapom dini ho asem hia me nti na me ka kire wo no so wo skin na ye basa wo tiri minti mimfo wo mwawira ye basa wo hia beauty food wo hia beauty food eboboa wo pa na se osisi ni ukoto dwa no waposo ha wo de a ene eno nso ye repair enonso eye repair wa osisi ukoto dwa waposo ha wo no kwaje repair food nedi na obedi ba ku mienu miensa wo hu sampa se dade bi twa dade em me kamfo ama wo to say no nipa ebra dodo yare ya na wo wia mama life tonic Owia mema life tonic dudo no enne boboa wo daache enu nti no tutu anamo bra ye won kran Ghana Telecom University opposite ene kuma se ye wo sofulai alignment interchange no so wa wo do ani a kire patase no bra ne nhwaw wapom din ho asemi hiayen ne nipa ewu dodo aya na ahomete ya ne se nipa bebrebe na ewu ya hwan na afei wure fia obaka akoto no ti na me kamfo aduane papa ba akwa ma wo Omemu dia ya to apete mesi Accra ya Ghana Telecom University opposite Abeka Junction ho dia no Cars Estate fie hwa ya de obenya future life enye sanso obenya bi wo Palace supermarket na Wall Painters Road Flower Pot ko ho Palace supermarket na Wall Painters Road Flower Pot ko ho obenya bi wo frɛ ni a ye be kire wo kaso a obenya bi afi ubenya bi wo Cape Coast ubenya bi wo Takorade ubenya bi wo Takwa ubenya bi wo Takwa nsuayem ubenya bi wo Boase Asante Bekwai afi Greater Kumasi nyina ubenya bi ne ekɔ ahafo region so ubenya bi wo Akire nsua ahafo region Akire nsua sunwane ewo Uni University ubenya bi wo Bono Tachiman 3-in-1 mother care Asante Mampong se wa heba na afi Kumawu ubenya bi maame no wo asieye ho no ba bi oton cement no afei Asante Afijase ofaya o Methodist Primary School amfie kwa no so Asante Achimagogo eje confirmation center anase ejidia sorofo mu ho obenya future life ye wo ejoso ene ye wo konongo mese freyen se ne be ya wo so obenya future life na yare ya eni pe bre we say we here beautiful now say here repair food fi say already na say o skin no say o skin no say
okay
the how be yen FDA my kwanse ye mo yade din na mo me ka kire wo say let your food be your medicine mo aduane enye woduro na say wan hwe ye di a obese say nduro na agu oni mu na no na ye aduane ya ma wo already nshira mo na to nsa na frɛ yen na ye ma kire wo ekwan abafa so a obedidie numbers ni 0246 01 another 01 50 0246 01 another 01 50 Good Friday ni Holy Saturday ni de yemma but Easter Monday meba oba tome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, watch it.
Jabbing Ra Bank PLC semen kancho say eba se open shares at top ebi a wodi osika call for wealth creation and now fix deposit Jabbing Ra Bank PLC and I may come from out 42 years and counting, the best rural bank of the year 2023, the best innovative and business development 2025 all the way Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Now your shares, it allows you to become a part owner of the bank for higher returns or dividends. We are no free hoswa. A bow Emma Utmi in your scholarship cry. Hello, yeah, Jay. Na bibia ekos to kama Eddie amount Anopai, they make come for amount pa and say, Odin Hobabe Dom, a year, Jabin Bank PLC. Fixed deposit in your 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Attractive interest rates, investment, 100% secure, negotiable rate, depending on how large the amount is. Bomodina, na bibia, enkosu kama, emfa, enya day, emfa, emau, na to an amount, said the bear, which me to near kama. Your number no ye 05 44745856 and 0271464327 na bibia enkoso kama zet natural mineral water numsio ensukrojin papa pan the zet natural mineral water it energizes you and it keeps you hydrated all the time. Anopai so we are wedding engagement outdoor and party bia a zet mineral water yeah Kumasi Bremen West, Samsung and Grand Atomic Runabout. The number is 0244620294 and 0208183018. Nebi via day. Akosu kama Eddie amount. Anope mabeja for Tennessee. Na ye share what came out of the Public Accounts Committee meeting and other matters arising. We'll look at the big push contract. A sole sourcing a crime under Ghana's public procurement framework. It is not. But is it an avenue to siphon money from Ghanaians? Is it a corruption platform? And they kasa bibi bewo sole sourcing hono. Yebedi hunkomo. Preserve OSP. Don't let it die. Kisia jabin to civil society. Or since it's here there. Ututu nanamo ni ankwanoma nimre so awoko. Also 50% of Ghanaians prefer OSP to any other institution that corruption. 75% of Ghanaians so omo independent body. And untino OSP dear. Politicians no person better all because they are bad news for politicians. Also, 2025 was his best year. At the same time, 2025 was his worst because some politicians wanted to scrap for the ingenuity of His Excellency. Anka, Yama, and Yama call Nick Sebas on bad call. And they, Mamifa, I want to ask them no inchemuntem. Obefia J. Oh, my own Obefia. Wow. Happy birthday to you, my sweet Obefia. Happy birthday. From your husband, Mr. Kwame J. Obefia Yamautrinkwa Awodapa. Oh, beautiful. Evelyn was able to of Nyinahini and then so Yawawoda from Skyface of Nyinahini to you. Then Margaret Asiedu of Ota Krum. Margaret Asiedu from Nana Dompre of Nyinahini. My body daughter, my lovely daughter, Antoinette J. Nyame of Efia Kubiampem Girls Senior High School. Happy birthday to you from your mom, Justina Nyame of Greece. To my mother-in-law, Mrs. Hannah Fusukwating, from your son-in-law, Nanayao of Owia TV. Okay. Then Edwin, Efriya Jimai. Today is your birthday. This is coming from Nyakwa. Honorable Andisbediako, the former MC German South MPP, but the Shikain now pom to say. Bibi Abokode.
Some say amount for see who yes.
Amount for na say who ye.
Say de chi omo hu ya omo che. Pro beto me ha na ochi.
Me offer.
Say me ho nyanka me
offer baby. Those times. Wo ha no aba no any say. Ura de o say that's meda. That's meda.
What was a prof buy beto me ochi ami.
Ti amount for say who ye.
Yeah, okay. Nti any a signal say who say me ho ye.
Professor Smart Sapo, Senior Research Fellow, KSTU. Now bomb to say.
Adum.
Bibi Aboko. Yeah, we any mu say Ambrose Ashia, former DC Presidential West Babe Cancer. Anopai. Mami shall seem free honorable. Procurement. PPA. The framework. Ganamra. Yes, you will be a friend of restricted tendering. You will be a friend of competitive tendering. You will be a friend of sole sourcing. And you will be a friend of single source. Nina womrem. Nti ke Ghana mradia, why the noise? Ke Ghana mradia na se kwamba hua. But there are features that deals with each and every one of them. Yes, it's sole sourcing. It was say yes, something that is of emergency. A nipa krone de man no or special a yibi obi enibi. Yes, it's restricted tendering. Onipa krone be a supply no ya or no wo a kwan ultimate supply and our track record. Competitive said the be transparent to be a bit enya bi. Single source, you say expertise we ya yeni nyina to ho ayemra. Enti kade de ye abeto dwa so mampani jo mama ese Fort Estate for the Sambia Betuja. And you catch the ministry no. And no abeto dwa say ministry no. Menim say ya grace betim dia to so a. Omampani e making request na ministry no call mo website o ma delete contract yom di two obi a. O ma ko dwiregu. No enti amra na. I don't know. They are supposed to give information to Ghanaians. Honorable Mamintio on the soul source, and then we get to other issues.
Oh my, match I want to pay.
Now,
match your prof. Your tea prof be brave. You have no television and bet Mininisha said that.
Oh, okay.
This is the first time Mininisha, and I think he's doing good for this country. Now, no who said that what they curb your school for my home.
Yeah.
My new vehicle.
Oh yes.
Yeah, my idea.
Correct.
Yeah, my idea. Oh man,
we Suzuki Vitara.
Your friend can name the Shrine REV near regenerative electric vehicle.
My electric vehicle.
Oh yes.
Name the Shrine. I said I must university name the Shrine. Okay. Nam ka say Suzuki Vitara na yakopie wo. Eyi na so my na ko bi say no so ba ko 800,000. Mami ti honorable.
Yeah. Oh man, I think we a public interest from Yakuafo a me free me constituency ba. Still how mo koku na ba ntuaka.
After all the
I'm telling you for Alabalu ntuaka. You see, Abaya Mayati say Omo release about 4 billion Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, BDC is not just a car a buy the almost or Mutiano Motu from his about 11 billion. You see, 4 no and call by BI. Take your phone be brioa, and yet they almost say Yateso about 2,500 no. The Edika toy in a crown, abandoned to Intia. In Tianrasi concerns and our family Kukunu be a brewoso, almost a Mokotia winning Nipama into a Moja or Mujano Sumanapro. And I think it's not the best. In T. Mestre.
Number correct kakra okay.
Your best friend say abano more modern say akuafo no ya to muko kwa yin.
Pacho say ya. Na so kan ye. Ano ne pia mic ne ben wanim. Eye. Ese ko kakra. Wo mu tie chi ono mu jichi ese koliko. Kala bone. Na ye ti honorable.
Enti your best friend aban say akuafo no koku no yembo modern say the akam no yintuama akuafo fi say very difficult. Because who come a constituency German South City they only say a Juma Akuafo ye hopa kuku and a cashew. Cashew no so unfortunately this year to Miamba. And a cashew no to Miamba no sika abandada no etwa ya na or the talk cashew no or started 17 but it to me kwa na 2024 no aban we they started 12 Ghana cedis because of the dollar rate na or more manipulate e ka ho asem o mo fi se bia agrobi na yedi no enti o mo de ba 12 say atiaba akuafo bi wo mo to 9 cedis na 8 cedis. Enti a very big problem especially local bono regional. Enti e be sra aban say akuafo asa aban we ni akuafo ndi ni yi. Oni akuafo ndi ni yi kura. Enti ama ohia e be ko bono region ene me constituency ujama south no enya de ketwa afiwe. Enti e be sra say aban ntu akuafo no ka. O my Medabia makase NDC for ye encrophobia. I don't expect any big thing from them. So omama mua mubuno. I don't expect anything from them. So, but I'll always judge them by what they said in opposition. Senka di omo kan opposition nkwa omo tumi implement here no a me feel senka we are good to go. Inti baby Adri me feel say the first thing that they need to do is that they should apologize to Ghanaians. Now they should apologize to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP government. When they able to do some of these things ye nyina ebe jama de na to say ne nyina ye move country forward. Other than that, so omo koso ayire omo nsem said omo ayire omo nsem no a ye se oyire nsem bibra yibu. Because enema omo kan opposition and enema omo ye nsisi ya no. Che say I said the omo kan no omo ye west. Dear enema ye dru be dru. What can procurement issues ne de ka ho, the types of procurement ne de ka ho nyina wakeka ne nyina. Enti person mesen akọ biem. Because me adwuma me koye enti procurement ne ma de eno ana de ye adwuma. Na omai de ye nua no man DC for kan opposition ma ye te ye ne say. Sa so se no ye de bokro no. Enti amra o menka se agodia sa procurement method na wa use no wa bokro no. And menka se wo ti amra. But because I'm saying say I will judge them by what they said in opposition no. Ono ankasa agodia no. He told us in opposition, say, Dientia yen to me nya kwan ne say, aban no at the source no bokro no inti so betumi 100 kilometers away 20. Fi say sikana baby as ekono ye wie ni nyina gu ye bottom. He told us by then ona na oye minority friend say whip our parliament. Ya o kan sa sin wajan sami jamfi mi ya minua bunu ni sami jamfi e ka kire yen se Akufo-Addo ne na ban no ene Bawumia o say ye kwa akoto obedi o make o ntumi nka Akufo-Addo abra o nka Bawumia but ne me nte jo mahama jina no opoku adwuma government da Akufo-Addo Bawumia Akufo-Addo Bawumia Akufo-Addo Bawumia ene what mahama jina no opoku what be that mahama government because their target was Bawumia. But Bawumia was not the president then. And he says, he attacked Akufo-Addo quickly. No, that is what they did in opposition. Because LBGTQ, minimum saying, can never cry. Becca was me a soft nubia or more tall, more green, or Munyan saying in our Ghana. No, going forward, no, we should call them. Yeah, and some more Mukai. And you say, Omonkase Akufo-Addo Nana or ye executive president, ya, esse, ya pass them rights who sign over the Akoko, no, they were dealing with Bawumia. Meanwhile, Bawumia Babontia because he doesn't support LGBTQ. Akufo-Addo ankasa no waka. But yemua mu say da. Sam George and na bow videos near you X near ya usu. Onyensu ye. And near ma ye no. So we pay do. Deals no besan bad so back. Enti so na Abuja aye no wo Rose Ministry no kwamra o my e bon. Na de twa ma wo kra na say president say wakase documents ne ne fourth estate for adwuma mo yari na ye mfambra na mo hwehwenya sa na o kan sisi and the president is telling me say he's not aware about whatever happened at the Rose Ministry. It can be possible. As a obia we chair of cabinet. Now we name the procurement method or one kasa Rose Minister you should procure acquire because the big push is one of the biggest campaign promises of the NDC.
Yeah, that's
and this ye to me kase. Ode 24 hours in the infantry chain no mon to me anye ho adwuma ntie the infantry chain. And the big push you know my say on betumi aye akwan be. Me ye me kwan ma me kwan because aban na etwam no mpp aban na wo ye gingine briku kwan on ba ya no mo stop contractor no e na o mo akotam so mo de akoshe big push o mo ye mani beje me pepa aye kwan nye. But e no nkire say ye mfa kwamone so emfa mbu Ghana fo. And the president to me convince me amete here say he's not aware. And the afei na amanfo akoye sa hwehwemu we ya mode ade we betu na president be ka kire yen say ye mfa documents na ne ma ka ho ina na wo ka sisi omo website no kwa ne me wo ko mo delete ni nyina de afiri ho na wo ye de ya nka woni munte wo ye de ya nka woni munte why did they delete it enti niamba kwa me abuja the likes of Sami Jamfimo okuje talk TV su ka chen say our this our manifesto so sourcing ye betwam say yo ana unua captain so You already TV. Me say me na make you become. What has happened? What has changed today? Sami Jemfina or can so source now. Or can a restrictive sa we na or can was no. Any so source no. Or more difference in a very thin line. They're restrictive. A thin line. And that is the method Sami Jemfi use in renovate Bank of Ghana baby and omoti or more tuma or monya a kufuadra daroma. Yesi Bank Square. Nice one, the amount no more move free. That's a wood gold board or contra on a 1 year my what has changed? And your building in or renovate you. And you use restrictive tendering. What was so agent about it? What was so office na team no baby and a PMNC 40 no na you just use when you look at the documents airtime. Obia some of the documents no are expired. Some of the documents are Jumana Nipana. Why the dear say Jumana Mano, Sami give one or the Mano.
Correct Ghana Limited.
Why there?
Allegedly, they say it's the deputy minister.
He accepted it, so it is not allegedly. He has not disputed it.
Okay.
Into Henedia. And when we say deputy chief of staff, what the back you on the year deputy HR manager of the government.
He controls most of
all the institutions, all government agencies, all staff within the government setup. We know HR deputy HR manager, and I yet Tama Jumano near the man 11 million. Who was said almost year Jumano or fat documents and I'm more to more in almost separating could supply different television 8 billion. Television 8 billion. Any chim, any renovation of man. Enti nko bianca se obi abumra so, but in sema omokaye. Se Akufo-Addo aban no, e di so sourcing e bokro no. Wo ka mo si o, en MPP fo sei, MPP fo per scandal. Na NDC fo omo kire se bibi ye scandal e o mamu ana. Omo na se omo kire. Se omo de omo na tibika so we
here. My definition of scandal.
Yes. And so
almost say as you are as a more prayer being one scandal.
Now on my way abai me na make say we a scandalous.
Okay.
Me na say meka.
Okay.
Enye MPP for na koye you we the buy o. A fourth estate.
Yeah.
We all know what fourth estate did to MPP before we left office. Today they are insulting him. Brahma. Omo dinner them left right center. He said you only obia. And the actions and inactions no eboa am na modern wey power. Obo na nim to ba kopo okoye ade ba kope farm no. And these guys are so, I don't know how to describe them. They are so intolerant. And nyama nkrofo de ye Akufo-Addo wo ma wo mu a wan kasa ne. So obi bo wakra na ndis for person omo kasa na omo so de ko a. Me hwe omo sa me si na wi asesa na te. Enti one Oman President can never tell me say the Kwame Abuja aye Rose Ministry or he's not aware. We a face saving. Amam for a reason team kwa abontina men kan kire nkrofo say the be person me yi ni hwe o man ye be ba betena be kan say we enkusi aga. Nothing will happen. Because a create loot and share within the government setup. And ya Abuja nkwa na a government setup. And the president is aware. Look, sir, the purposeful road, no. Time ben road no road be on the last one.
It's been 10 years.
Yes. Until ways our road no say 20 years. You do 20 years. President Ekachire say bra okoje Ford Africa na Zoe hono. He told us say Kanazoe one of the best contractors in Africa. Sana wakoje Ford ni enim. Omo yes akwa no aba.
That's a Ford no Shraj are clear.
O clear ni say
say wa ankoje in because of corruption.
But was we breach on one kasa the code. Code of ethics. President na ye nyam na me ma no.
Okay.
Do a leader na one kasa akoye code na breach ya. What are you telling me?
But that Ford has been added to the fleet of cars.
Afterthought. Afterthought. Man I say chi omo wi no or done quickly no they call Jubilee House. Afterthought. No. You see, road no say the purposeful road na e kan ho asem.
The purposeful.
Yes, the initial one no. Me kofa solar ba kon so Kanazo ni solar to a oko tamale area or tamale road and solar fufu so.
Solar fufu. So.
Quite now president born ambassador and the best say 7 months na mko faso. Me fast na kwano almost. Nani na ko. Tutu ti say ade no. Sa road no ye ka ho asema na ewo ayi no aso so se ho asema be. Oman ye around 26 million euros.
25 point something
euros. What I mean 26 euros. And ye renovate road no. Na ye new road wo moye and that costs that amount. Today renovation it is more than 67 million euros. Ye dey abo home yensa. And you are telling me say this is not something because say a scandal. And you look at the figures. Omaye you him say mejitum inflation about for yeah, inflation about for mejitum.
Yeah,
dollar about for mejitum.
Dollar is 10.9
yes.
Almost 11.
Cement price the omobeto ye about for mejitum. Iron rods the omobeto ye about for mejitum. Na oman some materials we any year construction. We in about for adding to the cost of construction cost.
That's $1 million question. Let me go
to him say current MNDCs. Me why a DC pay. MNDCs or move to borehole 100,000 Ghana cedis. Me free office. Me the highest one I may 40,000. Mechanized borehole with the same size. The same size. Tank near this no. Even baby I me the kwa me fa say obi a otu omu borehole for bebre Kumasi na ye be for body o Kobunu region. And this the ofri Kumasi akoburu region akoye borehole no. You expect to say esene bo cost percent the otia sokwa ye borehole ana meboa. And the asokwa MC ye ka say oh ye borehole 100,000 or see the median 90,000. What's the difference?
I won't come here.
And we do some of this in the minimum say about procurement the na wo kan ho asem no. Say ye benya bra akoya ono akoto cars ya ono to
4 point
niema na mo ka ho asema na me dene say niema bone ya ekoso nyina but de ye good things so man ka ho asema no pa mitie wu no unim say abro ne mo no a omotena omamu eye say MPP abana ma abro ne mo ayira no enra deputy minister no e public accounts committee o say abro bi anyira say wa hu sa story no abro ne mo o say mo ne abro bi anyira John Demelu asema o kan enra no. It is on records. All the papers have reported it. Yes. That tells you the kind of people we are dealing with.
Omanhene now bomb to say.
Oh, Nyansabu Konyami Adaruma. I'm with you, my friend.
Prof.
Well,
my intel on this issue.
Yeah. Namachi Aminia no ma me no mo studio ni do so ya hwe yen. Oka ye ka na ya ye Kumasi Technical University no ho asem.
Na mpacho wo di picture na ke mfa to TV so na nkofo.
Media ma we producers no.
Oh, okay.
Ye kasa ya the better.
I'm fan to so ne hwe ka no na.
Mo me hwe.
Na wafo ba yi ke university yantika bi aka be.
Ka no na ye pa ho ntoma no.
Mo anam ye.
Yes. For within 6 months, we were able to, from scratch, assemble and present to you Nyayepa Huntume. We have been if we AI. Again, na bantama hina nkasa.
Na bantama hina ena
asukwa amo camel.
MC yes.
Ena Professor Brinya netwaso no ono council chair. Ena menu aba bna obri abua.
Yeah.
Pro vice chancellor and
electric vehicle
with regenerative backing technology. Regenerative is a no to me recharge no.
Car
no to me recharge no. That is the innovation part of it.
Yeah, na bantu ma twa 7.
What you say? Unya car. Na bantu ma tinemu. No be ka just say me ama tinemu a we nye AI.
Ya cho na no munya ne bebe ne o mu fanye bolt do back.
CCI no the stage we are as a university no. Yeah, the training and the acquisition of.
You're looking for partners.
A free hardcore no.
Then come up a sponsor.
Yes.
On a scale.
Good. And from now on to somewhere September no.
Wow.
All the other things that needs to be done will be done. Me sure say nko do sa September no de na empanimfo a omo sa ahonkeka so mba be partner with Kumasi Technical University ne yatimi aye we na akọ nanim na ye nuanom
bo.
Oh, a crest na de nim. Sa we unhu fiti na ekọ. Mobuana Kumasi Technical University the age na unhu logo bia other than the Nimdia Shrine logo no a ebo car na nim no.
Perfect.
The fair car no Nimdia Shrine regenerative electric vehicle.
Nti mumpen di bi ba no simple. Now
oh yeah bema no say we the premier version no yeah the mass production one ye bepe den a eno so beko mass
na afenya simple na me koto regenerated one generator card.
Oh regenerated the one ka me to nim de hyiren
okay mo nim de
hyiren
okay na NH
and unsa
pajo we somebody koto so amuma ba bi ti oro
ya de ye bo ye gina ye ho abaso especially the engineering department automotive engineering na miaminua professor Usu Ansa da omanoa any students makomako nsia omuse omadaje lab almost every day ne workshop almost every day ko se the fefe ye hu etimi pie by everything
fuel consumption everything
we call the electric vehicle fuel
that's right
and na ye lab kese ne wa dakoja ache no ho na sajumadi nyina akoso na wo hu spray na wo hu we nya brochire spray Ghana ha ya
papa
machine ni bibia ye de yes na ma nyina wo ye workshop na wa dakoja ache everything from start to scratch from Kumasi Technical University ye boy hu aba
congratulations
ye nya best technical university in Ghana for nothing.
Okay.
And I can university say Ghana nyina bom private public nyina bom a etoso for.
Okay.
And for anything.
For reasons. Okay.
Good. And on the issue that you discussing a big push. For me, mestre enuanu mendisi for. Ade no sabi ni yem na nyina ye penso ekopem a eya amumi enya ho brase ye de bagi atum se we di apem. Nyese na nanke ye pe no. Enti no ye behwehwem se ni awompani eka no. Na ye di yi atu yi. Na emom no ya hyebo se bibisa NCBO. Na o man ne ye koyanim. So what you say. Enso ekoba na manfo di defense ni namu. Enye sa netie we ye no kre. Enye me anam di data ni ma wo. Enye se na o di data ma minti mi hu ade o ma menka na. Ni ade nti road minister's approach to Saturday way for me
was wrong.
Yeah, wrong and political. When you ask say bibia na dey politics o man. Nye bibia na dey politics. Morality must find space in our Ghanaian context. Not only politics. Enye politics. In the past, position na ye nyina ye take here on soul sourcing. And na politicians ye fa mu didi mu say no kra say nya do kra kan ya ko wie say copy manifesto mu say friends and procurement option na friends also as na kra de ye delete free books. President na ye charitable kakroka so we will use it on rare occasion say bia just say atokodo edu if adwa fam pieto bremi ansana ye be use eno a ye use enti say ne ye ba not just in one sector road sector hope ni aka nyina mayo big push in kwan common ni eken na say big push contract say dey ma ye 107 for the 7 months in 2025 and friends and fourth estate for komo ya boy 107 sa 107 no emu 81 so sourcing 26 na kan kra so sanye competitive and so restrictive tendering. Now say our last option is rather going to be what we promised. Our last option. Just your promises and can be your first option say BBA mu beda ho transparency, competitive tendering. And when I see a year to last cry the bottom. It has not even been considered when we take this 107 contracts as a case study. Then ye no ye da Ghana for na say ye Ghana for them. Okoka no bi atwe no defend it. Defense momi ensu amampani kofo a ono so keka ansem bi towards 2000 election na obaye otimi ye bold admit is actually me keka sanse mu ensu me baye no enye sa na etie Mr. Mo me pamocho. It makes us human.
Politicians in our setting finds it difficult to own up their own words. And it's dishonesty.
Yeah. First class dishonesty.
I'm not quoting party. I'm saying politicians.
Yes.
They will talk about issues, and the moment it catches up with them,
yes. Then the
NDC and MPP, they find a way to come around and say, "Yes, I'm putting No, why are we dishonest?"
Omanhene, your percentage. You bet me use percentage. any one number. Politician choose to say in the cocoa conversation, obey you a certain number figure. Me say me ba me mama 6,500. In a broad daylight that yes so about just say ye nyina ye hu ye. On that day, ka o chire mu say o enebo na MPP for day mamu no. Ejina homa ebia 1% of the gross FOB price.
But do you know?
Me ba
Honorable mentor, we also, as a whole people, did not listen to Ato Forcing well. I listened to Ato Forcing again and again. He said, Sani a born TSCN said me, yen ye wa bemwa, and Kemema almost say. I listened.
Yes.
Ato Forcing was emphatic, say, a boa and an alcohol, it was 120 at that time. A boa, a warhorse is here, you know. Say, yeah, mamma 3,001 no. A year 3 more day. Say, yen ye wa bemwa, and Kemema day. 6,000. I know they are too force in the kind. But what here we go say it was sent by this time. I buy no Emma almost 6,000, depending on the price.
Yes.
But don't say they were not so loud on the price at that moment. And no moment, a quabontin say I buy this or Bob 6,000.
Yes.
And the farmer also took it.
Yes.
But what here to force in year?
Yes.
Also looking at the current price. Now I buy no Emma say netri modern. So
you see, Omanhene, Cocoa Common, unfortunately, any table neso. And I can prove to you why they still haven't been sincere or I mean with the farmers. Because that time no say 120,000, 120 at the 1,000 per metric ton. More in the full glare of yenina. Within the month, Corona Yenyes cocoa went as far as 132.
Okay.
It is a parcel at the current price. Mama must say, yeah, there was a current price within the space I ever home common, which was far higher than 120.
So why didn't
okay. But we can do this debate almost every day. Now say Cocoa Board CEO, any minute to forcing, if they meant to pay that 6,500 no, we to 120. Next I'm saying Kessie Mama says 5. And then for the same market price now, air cost it do 132. Man fakram phantom. Na man yina so afa mobia 8,000 na mro eniso. Twen ya me folly bedu 42,000. Na mo the 42,000 they communicated to the people as if there was nowhere in the same period that it will do 30. We are still not being disingenuous to the people.
Okay.
Emi wa kuyani na nyana juma ne se oba betra ho manage price no akontre hu where to strike where the iron is. Any nsem wo atofo se ne minu around there be mu na wo nsem. Akosura kodu ni mpempen so a etwem akufu adode na na mo se be ya antehwe. E ba fom bedu 4,000 di ase ya to sika so. It is still made for me because juma na mu ya no sabe Ghana sika de editu omka. And their duty is to look for the best for Menewana farmers. If on an occasion where you could have gotten the best, it was in your control, you left it. Then it got to a West state and you communicate that to me and you slash my price.
Randy, I have a bet in the Dino.
Bet in the Dino. Besinde. We've not had a certain sincere apology from Randy Abbey. We've not had it. Me who ye?
Ebi ato force and 7 me so man tin ye. Ya grace bo.
Abani wa for municipal bebre. The dame pena me kan yi there. Cocoa farmers are wa Ghana ha. Abani o to di wanyi wona ndi ni ye kra. Abani o to di we sisimu bebre. Abani wa for municipal bebre. The dame pena me kan yi there. Cocoa no bono. Cocoa bag biala abani button wa bochi. Oya sika 9,800. Oya Ghana sika da no mu 98 million Ghana cedis. One bag. There's a 98 million cedis. Ghana is a share of cocoa board in there. Oya da ban oche de miska bi mu abasa. So chema abasa na ono wa afakul. No the cocoa farmer no wa ma na ebie. Then we ma bani to be already West City. Ono wa afa ebie na wa ma cocoa farmer e ko. It's in Cocoa about the Biala or the Watanen, and Koida Ban, I'm a cocoa farmer, 65 65 million Ghana cedis. 65 million Ghana cedis. Instead of 65 million Ghana cedis, I buy one cocoa farmer or 30 million. And that's extra 3,000 Ghana cedis. And see, what 65 and one more 30 million. If you win there, Abani do in there. Usika MPP Abani Wafa. Oh yeah, bag Biela what 20 bia. Usika 35 million. We go to President Kufado, Union Baumia, and the MPP Aban. What we go to one.
Where there was no space, Quienino could have assumed, say, yeah, we are talking about a certain hypothetical case.
Yeah, as I can say, yeah. Because your emphatic statement said, Owia Usika.
Yes.
I was so chummy and some of it. But when me was so, and to almost so buy, no. Or much me and some
you see, you can even, you see, numbers there. I mean, we work with numbers. You can even give me 100% of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And so once it becomes less than
the figure quoted,
you have deprived me of Ade when the fluctuation could have given you.
Let's come back to the procurement.
Unfortunately, it is not on the table today. I wouldn't want us to drag by. Say, when you make such express statements on the campaign platform, not reality ne best sign. I mean, and sorry, private jet. What was their position on private jet? NDC position power on private jet, and they say, a kufu don't sabe, ofra himfie, a with silver spoon, a golden spoon, then Adia ceremony, minia respectfully to all the nordness. Mina Samija Finakaya, Sabe Mahama, dear Sabi, ceremony ba, or you for ba on penny 117 and 1 or 10 more, and a kufu dear so for himfie, a dish your identity. Or a private jet, you dry room, your head womb, no problem. What I compare you a gem. Now the reality comes that private jet and Ampanyampa not a year unfaithful purpose. Okay. Now the year a Juma ne engine back crack will break you or baby maybe near the now to say just make a very small gentle statement and it's apology to me, my apology in several forms. No Beyonce from today. You are standing off your initial stand, and then you are taking on a new Ade. As a Jama stand that and necessary, and I still na ye kwakoto jet for Frabertoso. The stand on Galamsey yenka. Abembia na ni abreso peso to Galamsey esibiano. Onya more than 1 month. Auntie.
Yeah, I said within 3 months I was saying.
Eso to me clear BF
military and police I was saying Galamsey.
The latest is the LGBTQ.
And that's Abembi ba. Some judge because I says buy neighbor or no one buy ba. Now President Mahama within a short period of time when men took a near state of emergency.
The latest statement now after they came to power say it will be unfair.
Yes.
And unjustifiable. Yes. Say Obama Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye.
Absolutely.
Unfounded this into
what you say.
Also Okasa now cry you are not being fair.
No Ubugana for say I say one ma what you na koye kesiasin yen nyina aye de o. When you change your stand from that side to another side without an apology, say what BT you want to tell us that Munya smart and can be say Abembia no wait me this period no to Galamsey ase. Na say ba na Galamsey no still in society bia ma nego so koso. You all Ghanaians some level of apology.
Should we wait and see what will come out of Omanhene investigation? Honorable Bedi Akonde or say Omanhene face saving onim di akosubia. He has called for the report. And our catcher Abuja say Oman a detailed response to the report. Based on that, definitely he could come out. That is what is expected of the president.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
Yes.
Why aren't we hailing him? Say, what take his search by a say, acquire crocodile.
May the president be any may blame even though the back stops with the president. Sabi ono baako fonsa nso nyame ani kata ontimi nye road minister ntimi nye we ntimi anyway yi a very able man like Agboja sabi ye me road minister mami asem na ba ye more president din wom all the contracts were signed by the minister.
Okay.
Ntimi what is missing in President Mohammed's directive is the usual thing na eba na sa 70 for Omanhene ho a nyame manimparo ye beka say wo step aside for the investigation to go on uninterrupted. And as an interference, and no, I free President Mahama. By now, Minua Agboja should be asked to step aside to allow investigation to go on. na so no one ministry why moderate and who knows whether it is by or no instruction and you pull it down all the things on the way now.
On the website.
Do you get it? And the investigation equals to on one of that same minister. He still gives all the instructions, and then that is the only thing missing from the president's side. He will put you aside, he will sack you. But before the sacking or whatever comes, said your names are same seat. Now your schedule officer, now head of department, now 75. Your mouse step aside for the investigation to go on. At the end, in this case, sa statement in Yamaye.
Okay.
Agboja should be made to step aside.
Okay.
Full a year of a proper investigation. Maybe no crack on a man Crawford and say the president perhaps is not taking the whole thing the way he should take it. Because him say practice say you made to vice chancellor or Accra Technical University issues be bad then. He was made to step aside for the investigation to be carried on. Say a call back. That is missing from the president's statement.
How about you?
Yes, sir.
Akwaba. Big push contracts, soul sourcing, and once from the fourth estate. Omanhene are calling for document. No, wasanso so akache Abuja say Omano detailed response. I bet a whole issue. Dodo pepper so and then 107 contract. Abuja yebusa no parliament so 44%. At what point na I can say so sourcing a certain percentage a red flag? At what point na Abuja explanation or say a new money be man looking at the dilapidated state of the road. So more competitive tender near there and looking at the emergency nature of it now. Or more yes, I didn't say the bay acquiring within that stipulated 2 years, 2027 also moving on much maybe. Mamintia, Minia.
Mamintia, Professor Smartine, Minia Rambo. Omanhene Mesrese, Minya Mrebebre Akasa.
Oh,
the beauty of my macho, Yenim.
Never know much.
Oh, Yenim.
And the Munyan one.
Oh, no. We might go to
across one kind or more be it.
Oh, yeah. We might go to
He's making an appeal.
Oh, Debbie. No, honorable, you could be right because, and now when people for me anymore. So what?
Asia,
and
you are now being mischievous. Now you are being mischievous.
Oh, Debbie. Some of the only Saudi I wouldn't say
I invited Professor Smart with his acumen and his research near day.
You know I have not interrogated his acumen.
But
I will never do that. And he knows I respect my own.
Very good. But only party can.
No.
He's here. The MPP person is honorable.
And you're in Pacho.
Pacho, let me establish it. The person here, Honorable Andis Bediakon, is a former MC Jama, so he is representing NPP. You, as Ambrose Ashia, former DC APA, is Professor Smart is a senior research fellow, KSTU, here to add up to the discussion. But you know. But you no more discussions.
Let's Professor Smart.
Last week, you
oh, I like it.
Last week, I never complained.
Obama or NDC. Professor Smart, say then Kamizumba and Kamizumit me academy to me free Kumasi Technical University. So you Kumasi Technical University. And if you have any Nanako,
how are you, Jamal?
Brother, maybe I'm Nanako.
Somebody also MP. And
only the annual this year research in Hong Kong. Okay, so you let me make my point.
Honorable women in the year Juma the same university. Wa by at least unya chief executive. Ewo yina ye krum Upper Denchina West. MPP ababa 8 years. Sebi. Enti meso Say be a menoti. And think I mean to me
board member.
And think I mean to me
appointment.
Professor Jahan. Say me meti hey. Me end this in Kukudam.
Of course.
Me end this in Painfuna. What is that me menya post? And the post is you be an
what the post? No. What do you do?
And you be an post. There be no be an post.
Let's not make it look like.
And this is when you post answer. No, or your consultancy more. No, or your consultancy more.
Na bacho. Mami muso aso. Mami muso Asia. No. Asia. Ebra akano.
Sabai be.
We ya the best 10 minutes.
So number 1
go procure.
One man be before the time.
So abai ba. That's honorable
brother smart.
Ya man MC ya nche so oni post.
Brother smart. Thank you, Professor Smart.
Hello.
You best hear our WhatsApp group.
But I would also respond to what he said when it's my.
You best hear our WhatsApp group. You best hear. Now the Professor. Who is me that they be
ya grace and never point level.
Me pacho Ade Kyeɛ.
Oma the reason why it's here. Also say me MPP.
Me shall see every baby Professor Smart you hear. Say me can you na obeti ase. Me shall see every baby Professor Smart you hear.
Let's get to the topic.
Problem na NDC for your war and is you do be can hear their fra politicians. Sana politicians tie sana political parties in tie. Ye tie nsem no a ye tie nsem ni nyina mom na ye hu ni fapem. Yes, so you cherry pick it. So we cherry pick from one, go and cherry pick from the other. It mean raw conclusion. Professor Smart, private jet. As someone NDC for kind say, Nana Akufo-Addo or high private jet between 15,000 to 20,000 pounds every 1 hour. Now they are too quiet. Sata Nana Akufo-Addo yes ano. Na pensioners are omato bonds in to Omoka. 2019 bra Tottenham Hotspur any Liverpool about Champions League final Santiago Bernabeu Nana Akufo-Addo high private jet go heavy because or Tottenham Hotspur fan no he attended it.
The president actually traveled on the state fund to go and watch football.
Yes
just like that.
Yes you can Google. He was at the stadium.
Me too.
You can Google.
But the Ghana is
Yes.
UK already.
Mbacho meba. Mbacho honorable. Okasa mankasa. And then I will just nyabutire. I will chepe was rodo. Nyabutire brafom.
Mami tio.
Brafom.
Ye tio.
And honorable need to call parliament in Ebusan. Osi o mampenyini Ghana Falcon 900 no. And intimi man comfort na. Edrum rebi ehun hia say was so shower. This was what Honorable Niti said in Parliament. And yet NDC for one kind, you'll be an kind, on one kind. And you say, okay, so minor when you hear not to your pensioners worker. Now discover high private data. And you know how one won't hear my CKE. So yes, I did not check. And I told a man saying, you are so poor boy, saying to me crying your business because you seek 7 years. Oman Penny John Damani Mama buy Professor Smart one who said, what time $20,000 and 20,000 euros 1 hour a high private jet to Kaida.
The question rather should be
governments. No, wait.
Yeah, menko. Uko chini bembe busa question.
So you see, let me flow. Now your problems happen on minor sika. On minor sika who are quite clear. You want who hear ma or no what for private jet. Taxpayers' money. That was the point number 2. There are records to show. Say a Falcon. Yes, it was in a pristine condition. Because now George are the 2 coin. Sometimes now George are Beji 2 coin. Now Brigadier General Madabio our salary on no besray no Eddie 2 coin. These are the points we are raising. Oman penny John Damani Mama buy for 8 months. Now a Falcon never France. A buyer as someone army for no catcher and say Falcon full tank no a korodu. In their view, the Nyadi on Bemoman penny a su. Your friend say Ghana jet no. I mean he's the commander in chief.
na ade na on de enko ntimi nko high private jet te say na na Akufo Addo de ani bi in this one ofo di ni a jet na o man ni tofu agum na be ma ye lesser cost no akode aba
okay
na Professor Smart say odi we be toto Akufo Addo de ani ho a Professor Smart no ya adwen nyi ntimi nyala is there no politicians.
President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo flew $17,000 per hour jet to World Champions League final with a fan of Tottenham Hotspur who's also wealthy. But Owia say Nana do sika no na Ghana, the taxpayers.
I much me ko hwe bi. I was at the ban about because that time me Germany. Nana Akufo-Addo ba ina ete.
Twaso.
Enti ye ba ha be kan sem bi enye se bi aye twa ntro enti wontimi mfa na Akufo-Addo sika no was send presidential jet mo metoto o man banyi John Dramani mama wafu ni nua jet aga na emoka ye betua fuel and on kan landing fees because all the private jet go see obi airport betua landing fee. And the Professor Smart you see sometimes my problem say we must example here ye mfa ntoto hu ye enti na me say MPP fo mienu na wa ha the next issue cocoa. And people don't know. These days I do some work for cocoa marketing. And people don't know. Honorable, what say? Professor Smart when he kaka say cocoa bono e course no. Now also can be can say emre botia around there bintin went to me and ton cocoa na makuafo. And people don't know this. Within the 2024-25 cocoa season, a buy project say obeton cocoa 630,000 tons. By the time cocoa no problem ni buy akuafo ni share say o mo complain. Now 580,000 tons ni a ton that. Under very difficult circumstances. It's a Professor Smart kase na cocoa no go ho na bo no course ro na etwen na anton na bo ne bar for mo a Professor Smart with the greatest respect and no credit. And I'm telling you this because all the up I have in recent times I do some work for the cocoa marketing company and I know these issues. Bio na me you can so ya anya forward sales. Why? 2023-24 cocoa season. And our project is sell Betty cocoa 800,000 metric tons. And now this high cocoa 800,000 metric tons no kosi awawa. Just a turn forward. And now oji hu sika no. Oji hu sika no 330,000 when to me supply.
Tina I said we are short.
Enti ya buy 333 enti ya buy no de ye ton no. Eno ne yedi tua sika na wadi kan akwaje ne ka. Enti for says be ho asem na wo ka. O kan wan ka figure bia nka. Enti ya ba ha ye ma no kure na di ma hwefo a ehwe no. Omuntimiti yensem no aye kanase. Now remember the issues of a friend say
procurement.
Big push ni procurement. Why they did kind procurement ho nsensem here politics for Ghana. Ba omia. Honorable me catch your plane say sa 2016 jandam na moye no. Sa mri ewomi emfa. Ba omia na did kind procurement here politics 2016 bra opo mampenya bi de kira ye. The videos are there. Na man work and say NDC contract nyina ye so sourcing. Na MPP ba nya dia ombe ye you can google like we did Omanhene you can. But me and the can say na yenti bi da Kufuor time Kufuor the promulgate the procurement law in 2003 the procurement law act 663 2003 Kufuor na ye from that time ya fast hanyo me anya politics wahada ba me and be sha ase I didn't do anything about it Omanhene 2019 2020 and Ghana ban here special audit on cocoa rows. Our Ghana. Yes, our audit no. And who say under MPP. Cocoa rows or my word contract no almost about 83% ni nyina na so sourcing. Ni nyina na so sourcing. Na dey ba ko be peer report ni mu say. Sa 83% ni nyina na so sourcing no. Bebre was our contract ni ma na be 40% ya. Na contract ne board no 3 times e boa enko oman betu ase enko oman no competitive tendering ya. Ya wo opposition ne ka say no ade we de anya de ya de papa. Say ubeye so sourcing ne boa no 3 times de enka obenya de abuse. So sourcing enya boni o.
Okay.
Let
me quote.
No,
Let me quote on X.
Okay.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Then now your friend at Twitter. Overpricing of contracts through the use of sole sourcing is very typical of this John Mahama NDC government. 8 September 2016.
Yes. Enti Bamia 2016, 2015. What I saw yes hard day.
Ni assembly obeka wa ha no we fact.
Yes. Enti me Mahama twantro. Enti bra omo yes akoko project audit no as anyo me be mu no. Na yen ye ka say no. This is what you said. The way ye nya ade a yade papa. Omanhene so enye bone. Odo pa yen kokan sessions 38, 39, 40.
We all know say it is
of the procurement. Yes, enye ade e bone. The hard you know hone the abuse. Say ebe ya ade a de bia na tamu da na enu ana wonam mu. Ene de basa ya ne hard ne. But who's a Professor Smart do a wonyi ho ano. Yes, you onka so Kwame Agboja ba this anka so resign. Set ne bone ni say. So we be resign here prima facie on the face of the evidence. You say what wrongdoing be I dey akoso. E bi anka ye kai yes you do the Pepesu road nka say ekoso say. Na abroso dodo. Wasay Omanhene sika o Omanhene ho akire ni nti form. Ye hu bibi sa na. But you see MPP for ya mete o mase. Ye nyina politics na ye nyina ye. Nti one abo mu I understand them. 2016 man penyi John Dramani mama ye na adwene say obeye mpuntuduma ekwa anim konkan pa magana. The honey who circle interchange, Kaswa interchange, regional keka. Tell me, I'm catching conversation 2016 campaign. Mistake back where say, yeah, brick and mortar politics. Project and if you say, I know, and who has some any eka. Yeah, can you know, and I go for ye say. And do you have a bit to say, Raja? Uncle Fa will be a company, be a friend of Crown Agent, no more Yuki. The Naku for the Bar Power 2017 on be value for audit, value for money audit, our rate hospital project, you know. Because yeah campaign ni na no say sika be say $250 million adwon mama de ye no e buru su bebre senia honorable boy ha sesi yi on be audit no man hu hwe Kaswa interchange nyumbo de e honorable kokko su aduomi na ka cho me say dabi me ma ye adwuma wo highways da
I'm an engineer na
me engineer de mu kan nya de ewom enye the same thing na honorable mu ye enti wo man nim say big push project no edi nkunim de bebre NDC amanyoku nti yentum nchine nti enchine na ye to ne say oh ade no maye ni nyina big source na sika ne bia bro so ne boarding ona bu nkomo aye di obetimi a kire sika obi adi e wo say adwumadi em tin say me an ka chen ko say not until an audit has been done ne ya ka say Kwame Agboja big push project no we ya fanchen de mu kan nyina ne sebe ani di mu ento aso ade na ma banyi John Dramani mama obie oye your friends a big push project no Also, we have gone through a very rigorous procedure to choose the contractors who will work on the big push project. This is because we believe quality and speed are of the essence.
So it was based on the quality and speed.
No. Oh, please calm down. No. You can't put a negative slang on an issue I want to explain.
Okay.
Yeah, promise Ghana for a very big push project. Ghana, how about me a road road net between 224 and 36 months. Yeah, you per se a yes our projects before the next elections. And to speed any agency essence. Of course, we can procurement law now section 40 agency. One of the reasons why we try to sue your friend say so sourcing. That is number one. Number two, you sue Ghanaian contractors. But also what I say. And based on the agency of what we want to do, yes, projects we you per se yes also some of them. Is it not Professor Smart? I am a problem anymore. The more can say. So how big push project? I catch them say 23 of them a project I better ye. Omanhene better ye ni anya. Send them before we got one project ye jano kwa nambwa. Me da bi amena crack one. So if friends are we kwa crack project. I am na mo sha say. Mo sha say 2022. Mo kwa domestic debt exchange program. Sika sign na contract and free ho. Contract amudi adwuma man Maripoma Limited. Ono an oye adwuma say a sole source project. Enti who kasa te say the mu chiri sole source. Na mu ni ho am sra pro. So what I say? So the point of the matter is this. Every your friend is a Kaswa Eco Cape Coast. And Nana Kufa the Nashasi. And also can sole source project no more. Moshasi. I can one of the 23 man sole source. mo sha ase but ye ba ye no ye dey akoto book big push because na mu ni sika na mo dey ye and so mo criticize so source ni mu figures mo dey kaso ade ni nyina dey aka nkosi nkoda ade pay back na NPP fo obogu odi apa hwe me dey we bi ato me dey we bi amakuku a so kuku eti me kuku am project na me nkyere mo ade enne honorable na ye nwa say wo yes say who determine the scope of a project by virtue of the figure o kan boho bi fe mu say ene boho bi bo ehye me DC usini ani me wo DC ni wo yem junior ansa oba be DC sika me dey boho no me watch how dey na dey na so cha me dey no I understand. So what's your problem? You see, a time value of money. From that man or tiasie. And a borehole, and a borehole. Neighbor no average no depend on baby abetu.
Oh, I said it.
Baby will be 2 borehole no. It's one babanta. Baby how ube bra.
Yes.
And it's will be an average price for a borehole and just say ni na we say. You got a bunch of, and so sometimes money majme oh na kuku wan fa dey into so mami money adwuma
kuku wan fa dey
money majme money majme but except say mama wan say mbe dey we to project mu ntine hwe me dey ade bi chiro na me pese kuku project David no man yes I don't do that
20 minutes what 20 minutes
e ba choma no nsi
oh baby yellow ni won baby on kwa say yellow bi o baby e ho na me pese me hwe but even before that Omanhene under the MPP mo hwe your friend say figure ya your friend say eda hoi
miensa no de ahia
baby a yellow ni wani nyina
miensa no ha
we MPP for time MPP for time KMA activity the surface dressing surface dressing your friend surface na length ni say 9.12 kilometers award date here 15th November 2024 we figure omo bo say revised contract and say 238,941 any actually cost per kilometer say 26,199 honorable way am time cost per kilometer sapetien keke we be municipal ba ko na ho and you see friends 2024 ya o revised contract and say 28,789 cost per kilometer say almost 19 million. Yes, length of kilometer just 1.5. You see, under normal circumstances, me say obia my DC that minimum kwan ho asem me challenge we. Sometimes e be a dey work kwan ni mu no. And then a chere
and send your board. Okay. Oh no.
But just let me come out here say.
Ma me go commercial branches here.
Over 2 minutes na me dey we. No, what jam is sisemu?
A quick commercial break. We'll be back soon. Stay with us.
No.
That's the time I'm funny.
Owia si ene sa ope sika atre wadwuma mu anasa woniema begu pot na wonya sika mfa nkoyie na adane wadwendwen eno nti na wo se wonya sika krabia obeboa mu wadwuma na atu mpon Owia Bank PLC ene wani daso yen asampa loan ewo homa wona wo pebesia ai import won niema ana woton auto part wotonton cars eniema hoduo bia ema moton tuma ana entade sa akwanye wo homa obi bia se obeba Owia Bank na oni abehwehwe nkomo na yen asampa loan die yenyi collateral yenyi commitment fee die wo hia ye application letter ye begina so dana ede loan ama wo interest rate na ekitiwa bi obapa loan scheme ewo homa emergedifo amaka mo ho abom se ekuo na mo ye recognized institutions na mo pese modwuma enyine kwosro eno ne qualify mo motumbaji loan na mekai wo se interest rate ni ekitiwa bi ya wo savings account current account microfinance shares susu dachinti investment group loan fixed deposit any die kika ho Dwabin Road Bank PLC, yen head office wɔ Asante Dwabin, yen other branches ni bi so ɛwɔ Ejoso, Roman Hill, Adesheman, Pankrono, Magazine Road, Abuaso, Fumesa, Onye, Sipetimpom, Bonre, Dwabin. Ɛne yen new office a yebie no Atonsu Market a ɛbɛn Kumasi High School Junction. Frɛ 0271 409340 ana 0544 745856.
My name is Pauline Otro. As a mother, a musician, and an actress, keeping fit and staying healthy has always been my priority. It's been said that water is life, and I love life. Tell you what, drinking clean and healthy water has always been part of me. You know why? Because it keeps me young and healthy. Let me introduce to you water that has been taken through proper purification by Obibini Black Man Company Limited, with their highly skilled personnel both from Germany and Ghana. Equipped with a modern state-of-the-art laboratory in a clean and hygienic environment, approved by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. Stay hydrated with Set Natural Mineral Water.
Soloko. Sarakatema ekrobia wade amade damu sronko upiemu asante mantem ha ade ba ko obie nim somo ye ho ade pa eye soloku na sobra kakrani eya yira eno tra the incomparable member of parliament for Menchia South Royal Nana Eje Bafo Ewa akofa Menchia South Soloku Festival edeba nyame adma on the 6th of April eye Easter Monday nonso anapa sharp ampaya na ega ye start Soloku work no ede free Butchis Pub ewo Immigration College dichem so ede akowe o Abes Park na ye kopiemu Abes Park wa na Soloku dance competition bekoso cooking competition tag of war table tennis competition cars nyamokano spa competition so bekoso sanso na dummy competition ebesa koso se wuji ohudi a bomode a ese obe register obe friend number 0244 763847 0244 763847 name kai se registration be end on the 30th of March what you Soloku Owia sinyina na wa ma Menchia South Soloku Festival ibia net se no wako Pentecost Madasidie and I work with Jehovah with a son Munchechere.
Let me have some. Ewo if you ask this here. Nyame aduma Monday. Ewo a year Menchia South. A year Soloku Festival. A year Soloku Festival. Monday. Jumedie no a year Jumedia. A year powered by an AJ Bafo. And he say, Sajwadano, Anopa. Which a year Soloku noa de akopiem Abes Park. Now Abes Park na activities ne koso. MP Edis wade hu ne say Easter dura Kumasi nyina din. Ba Kumasi de yenim se Soloku so de yenim twi. Eye enije enwomo bo ne yedi asa uhia wadofo ne mudi nkomo. There's going to be cooking competition, tag of war, dummy, spa, all manner of competitions. Companies bring a sponsor. I almost be Jumedina say. It's your juada. Just get your t-shirt, your jeans, and your sneakers. No peche bi ashe. When him say MPs ni be crown so Mate say and an AJ Emma oni omo constituents no t-shirts ni ade omu nyina eba. Ba Soloku ni nyina. Asafo. Obien who nim twiche. Now dance competition no. Ye de toha. Abranche bi etwi Soloku pa no am say ya grace with the netoso. Unim Soloku twi ahụ. ano abrante ba akwato edi sanam so unim gota was woni na so unim gota also se soloku unim chi etino adwada soloku basopa Ashanti Fest koso we had designs are koso wo under bridge sisi abeye swag ho na si obi akotwa ni photo regional minister Bonabaso Monday anopa omu nyina ekobodompem ewo lake eti se wutumi ko lake ni bi akobi kwaji wani musicians ahodo oba ho adwuma de bebre na bekoso mo amuntimi nkono entina fi ososofo ani kire Abbas Park moma Kumasi so emba life baby Easter kwa Independence Day na dunkwanfo anje na Christmas na Cape Coast homo wofo wo mo de ombe Kumasi de ne enya santemawura na adebe ba bia be hu dwa bia these are Kumasi should be live. There should be life in Kumasi. And the MP anama utu ni regional minister anama utu no. Are good? Nobody should condemn each. Yenyina emfe hunyim. Na yenyema na nyefe. So lokwe. Osi ye. Okay. So yeah, ono boasia. Mema na end no ye. Okay. Beba jomo so the mic.
MP Omonso. Yeah. MP before na award Temamoto Way extension in 2024.
That's right.
Temamoto Way ni nyina no 19.5 kilometers. Your friend kilometers and
kilometers.
If you shop him or Ekotema. Projects some ni nyina $339 million. It only means is 1 kilometer biano $17.34 million. But also what you say. Say me questions I figure case here we are. I'm not being fair to the award contractor. Because of the scope of work.
But just what
I say. No, they are not feelings. They say Temamoto we are feelings view.
No, what they are adding to it. When you talking about said a figure we
represent overpasses nana.
This is about 10. I mean this is it.
Yes.
This is the original one I'm here. 1 kilometer be another 17 point. Your friend said $3 million. Baku Kumasia, me more wedding quote Kotuya Sewia feeder road or said. Yes, and here 9.12 kilometers. 1 kilometer be a 20.20 million Ghana cedis.
So it depends on the scope.
It depends on the scope.
Oh yeah,
why this is the onim. And this propaganda. Oh, when 1 kilometer be a boy, they know can hear you tomorrow. And you say in all of this. Yen chirasa krono bobi akofini edi command ya kan
honorable
propaganda
man
yes
I was say me nua na be ka chen say president say edru koda yen hye we o hye we bianka oba e bianka na kasa anka be man afa yi kaka nti wona
o kan sa dia o yen nyame professor smart kasa
na bi wona me ba bi kuma na sa na e ku ada na wona say
yes u kwa da de hye e dey some kwa me dey complex I'm complicit in it sir next week Wednesday ya mon kan bi ku Tuesday mo kan na mi chef gua
ne brand bebre nka mi nua kan say bebre say koko asem na wo ka say ye ko ho a ye be che bebre because e brand na tia because 2016-2017 koko price na ye beto ye no ya ye to koko ayante so no evidence no e wo ho clear the sika am koje ye 1.8 billion US dollars any the number of cocoa mo ye tons mo ye se mo to amontumi anto ye buy a na mo ja arrears more than necessary wo ho no ni nyina nka be kan ho asem but e bre ni ho minua you see Bawumia okofa you say Bawumia na ye yastic for the NDC say ono na kofa so source na ye de politics by assuming without admitting say Bawumia can so source na same 20 before 2016 elections and ye ba power. Then President Mahama Dabia Meka said he has no business of failing this country because he has been a president before. And to what now opposition 8 good years and now Tato said this is what we are going to do differently. The word is differently because no more identify say so no mo be giba umia de na oji two or kan ho asem na wo kan ho asem na to say mo ba mo be something different but wo ba no de wa ba no worse.
Oh, what is worse?
Enya worse say
why 98% so you be 44 98 for the
Cocoa road. Who's Cocoa road near 98%? na de wo ka sesi akwa kwame agoja ne fourth estate for the no mo dia ba e ka ho abonti o 2025 auditor general report am I you are aware
na say conjecture na am I de nya de hu ne e ka
na me say enti wo
de nim ne di one dance
the auditor general report for a that year no na wo de ka asem enti wo de no enyam bai enti nya abotre enti
wi wom
ye hu wi
wom
oh mati ati ase e say ye say etwunuru a ye mpa ne pi mati enti eduru wa e be hu no see say ye nyina ye ka nokre wo man mu a me dem fi say ye politicians no ye betumi aye ade ama Ghana fo agye adi but say ye tra opposition ni ye niema ni ye ba mu ni ye adwen say be justify say na prof we kan me do better han niema wo ye opposition nyina wo justify ni nyina enti o hunu anything wrong with some o kan enti o da so gina ba bia na o gina na me wa de ba bia na wo gina na wo ka ho asem no enne be ka say na no wan kasa wo nua suhini asem be na o kan na o TV3 or say I that say Rebecca say they were being hypocritical and I say omuye they were being double standard. One was a man okate enti you who say bibia wo
continue.
Oh you who say
it's that probably they are being hypocritical.
Yes, but you can't you couldn't adduce wrongdoing.
But there is no wrongdoing but by our statements on in opposition. Let's accept say we were being hypocritical, but there is no wrongdoing.
And I make us
because it is by law.
Wrongdoing no more can want no. And a president so more for documents no mra. Me no e me de. Oko true president assembly okan. Until the medical catch was a president catch me so nya aware about.
And they want to make no cry.
Sir, president catch me say adi akoso so onim ho hwe a medi ne ho yaw.
Okay.
Medi president ho yaw. Because the statement we cry me what am I get to why there never read the papa. Me already has a see clearly say the president is aware about what is happening.
Aware about what?
Your best say young politicians no say they okay yemma amanfo nyi ni. Na nsema ye beka opposition no ye ba to me nya to me wi a ememe ya adwen say ye dan ya no. Na niema akoso road ministry ho no ma munya ma adwen say ye MP for any kofa bai o. Fourth estate for the kofa bai.
Obua. Omu busa e, omu file RTI request.
The RTI request, was it the MPP that filed or it was fourth estate?
Any of them.
It was fourth estate.
Also on the buy.
David. Or say Mamon Kase MPP for the buy.
No, money in meeting. I'm man is this argument.
Meba. It's Manasa Azure near my party for the sponsor.
Manasa Azure only fourth estate bill. They can't
Solomon Brahma, I am before the sponsor.
Woman in a CIA on paper, we said, Men can't see you.
Debbie. Researcher, if it favors NDC, Mona Mutias.
I am a Yassi Nimre.
Mona Mutias, come on.
Say what you like. Say, Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye programs we are.
No. But to indict Brahma like that is not
fair.
Because he Okoye or the RTI coy. Not Debbie Meba or the RTI coy. Anna, ye the documents in a man.
And you should document for mischief.
Mammy Musa.
And so I'm releasing.
How on earth would we conclude like that? Say, what is your proof?
Okay.
Meba. What is your proof? Do you have any video or any conversation to that effect?
No, we come over there. There is one video.
That's all there now.
Me say. Next year, I want to say,
no, that is not. Hello. Wrap it up now. Time and intimacy. Wow, what's the time now?
Yes, Omanhene. Yes. The strategy I share you so no. I mean, I am a coach. I know and I'm familiar with the strategy. Oba, depending on the comments you have made, They can label. I don't know whether that's a intention they say or the weekend or thought so the I question upon there seriously I'm beyond that. And then Shiaka now
allow
Matia
Mr.
Mr. Political party near Charlie political parties number some years free through.
Yeah, that's true.
I have very useful friends in the NDC. I have sat with the president like this before. I have very useful friends in the NPP, and I have sat with a lot of them also before. And the senior, menya that which it will be difficult for me to join a political party. It will not be difficult at all. Whether NDC or NPP, it will be very, very easy for me to join a political party. Please allow me, grant me the fact that me am matured enough and I can be responsible for the things I say. And just soon I marry as I think a professor and come to me can make it. And I chinye bi a marry as ya.
The professor jump ye ma no e dey hanti o.
O just say chinye a marry as anti akwesi come to me nkasa. And now so ni ho e friend no. And think come to me. What I'm saying is say number 1 on the jet. Emmanuel Shia listened to me, but he said something else and attributed it to me. But some na make can say when you make a very categorical statement in opposition, na so ba power, na niema se free ho a own up keke.
What is that categorical statement?
The categorical statement was that, and I'm quoting Okujato Ablakwa, or see presidential jet. It is in pristine condition. No, come and say, if I say assuming he didn't say, hold on.
It's all over.
With the greatest respect to you, when you want to post some of these things, I will hold you to it because they all kind of mention it as
me no the flow. Marco Tan won if you me pacho ni America ne say o de fan say o want so Okujato kasa asem no, but at least fan say enye bibie wo wiase nya na wote professor nso TB please. And I don't have to be MBB on this before I hear Okujato say what I'm saying he has said. Wadaruma. In America, me say Okujato say presidential jet, it was fit for purpose.
It was.
Until Eneye Kasaya, President Meba. You see, presidential jet had not been condemned or and say from the time he was bought to. And then Juma, Kufo Yusu, President Mills Yusu, and then Juma. Okay, before the sort of President Mills Yusu, President Mahama Nankasansu Yusu, President Akufo-Addo Yusu presidential jet nibi until a point.
And
as a point in the free honor or status or rented vehicle. Manka sika once or rented jet. Manka cost of rent once because whether you see and one out here now supported the fact that Obi Obeka say a certain purchase or contract is bloated piano. The person is not being fair because we name the scope. What can you see here? And to be me say on the friends
issue of
pricing. Men can be because there will be a justification why a certain thing should cost a certain much.
That's right.
And to me, they are not making or tea but just to serve his purpose in or some MPP no person can or no call price. Man can price I see what show so. Me say, I know this same way free penifoni be including Okujato buy and say it was fit for purpose. After the buy, the president in all his travels since he became the president has not used that same presidential jet Akufo-Addo where news no. Akufo-Addo use be ne do baby also news no. But I cronin te oja use no. Enti na president mama so news da no. Enti no so news da no. Yes, enti no so news da no. Enti sa na me kan yo. A man can no 17 million.
The principle.
The principle is that when you say the presidential jet is fit for purpose, now president and you sue because it was still unfit for purpose. You should admit that at the point you were saying it was fit for purpose, now it was not fit for purpose.
He gave a reason. Say,
and we have the first point. No,
you look at the distance.
The time when now President Akufo-Addo use the time when now President Akufo-Addo use so it was around that time and Oponria emusu use from the time Akufo-Addo stopped using the jet, no international president whatsoever also used that jet.
Can I move?
Well, let me continue. My second point is that
a quick one.
My second point is that and the medical can say when the contracts figures come out, now Phil say a bloated that you don't have a basis because scope beyond a better price crime from what they are to. Then goes back to the same question of dishonesty in acceptance na American. when Minia Sami Jenfini Peninfu Aka in the past were saying, say, so sourcing has been used as a forum platform to stealing because you are bloating.
Never talk about quotations.
What I say? You are bloating.
No, you see, me problem with Professor Smart ne say, say, Bra Sami Jenfi yes, our press conference, and I was there.
That the price was bloated.
No, but I was there. Now ye auditor general ni auditor why ye on Cocoa rules. And your auditor general ne say.
No, I know say I bloated.
Me auditor general ne say. Figures now mo dia ban so no. And 3 times higher than they would have gotten if it were a competitive tendering. So there was a basis for that assertion. What is the basis for your assertion?
Honorable, ni American say what? See, so sourcing common na ye bono. It has been labeled say your basis and crofogina so the blow-to figures. When you are the reference of Auditor General, yes. Ade Kyeɛ. My first Auditor General's report in my, you are very confident, say, Bibisa and Kobem. Until then, no, near your can't hear that one says so no be used. It becomes a basis.
It's a recipe for
honorable. You see, I'm not here to do any.
So if I get you right, whether it's audited or otherwise,
that's not fair.
You are saying, say, the statement and the conclusion is that. So when you issue in there,
it is the principle I am talking about.
No. But in the law,
you see, when they get there, they talk about law.
No, but in the law, it is and now run your
now when I can say
you see, no more share. I say my content here. Bloating or no bloating, we will get there until we get there. For this example, though the papers we are can the first time, the contract sum was $23 million. Euros rather. Fine.
Now it's 67.
What you say? For the same road, for the same dimension,
10 years on.
Rehabilitating it. First of all, now can say 20 years per what we were told by the contract. Yeah, the 20 years. Yeah, can't value for money as someone accuse you. Me say me be that. Me accuse the NDC who paid so much for a 20-year-old. That 20-year-old needed 10 years. I say, me can't. And I make us say, Sakoba say, inti yanko rehabilitate here. Yanko constructing new roads. Yanko new bridges. We are going to rehabilitate the road. Naseko 67 million adia times 3.
I was so be able to say why so.
And when anybody wants to ask that question, it doesn't make the person
and two, the issue of the paper so. One argument is that Growth 82 was registered last year. January. The contractor.
Yes.
So based on what? And now the contract of such magnitude. For example, Emma, a 1 year
less than 1 year old
contractor. The track record. That is what has come out.
I am landing on the Biadia. Sabi NDC and you're different from Ghana. Ghana assembly can take your politics out of it. Assembly and ya kabe kanu. I have be consistent. For example, as at 2024 December, MPP free abem. Now the total registered construction firms are. My source is Onua Bojanua website. Now it has been pulled down. Now the total registered was 1,046. 1,046. Omomutimi bid for government contracts. Who register? In case amount be by
you qualify
to register. There were another group that were unlimited. Omomutimi bid for government contracts unlimited. Road the end 1,000 and then and on there is 47 as at the end of 2024.
1,047.
No. 1,047 year general. Unlimited, no, near 43.
Okay.
Near 43 at the end of the period. Senior, between January 2025 to September 2025, the number 1,043 moves to 3,464. 3,000 plus over 2,000 more people. One of those in that 2,000 was the one who got this. What does it mean? What does it mean? Senior, let's treat Ghana as Ghana.
Family and friends.
what it could mean. Say, ka interpret and ka create loot and share. Chale, uni company be a register be brand na then be. So you beef up the number. One of the things that my personal investigation I've only seen and confirmed just few. But I am confident that over 80-90% of the discussion we are having affects the contractors who quickly went to register and came in within that period. They are friend is saying.
Okay. Mami, I shall say if you baby or this, you know. I shall now say Casabi. No, Brother Smart. Mami, tell what about. So be minimum company be a or construction. During NDC back on the time, you know, yeah. MPP by 8 years, 1 year, Jumada. In the records, our company na back off. And this NDC once say contractors no buha or the no bata party be answer when you Jumada. In this NDC banners our contractor no. Or back on and or renew the certification.
Reactivation.
No, so why DC that? I'm saying, sir, there are possibilities. I like that question. Oh, no, wait. There are possibilities that those instances. That's
no, we are not talking about this particular one.
Registration, you know.
Hold on. You know.
We are talking about reactivation. I am talking about growth 82 is specific. Was it registered afresh?
As new registration. It will appear like that.
It was new
company. It will appear like that. Number 2, Mami answer way. Professor Smart. Master Badi Opa him. When you saw a good research, I agree. Say you can't acquire rehabilitation. And you know, it's not like you see say no, it's not like acquire bia. Oh, party. Mama want to pick an example. Meme constituency from Ayanfri to Asanwenso. 2013 a chassis. Now I under the road sector rehabilitation program. Now I acquire that denture. Yenye nuko tada. Futu kwine. But no asphalt no. Yes rehabilitation. And popa can see a woman na ye tutu ni nyina. Na $52 million. But you say what you say. And Brother Smart busa engineers no there be. You see rehabilitation no okay say okwa
I was young for me time
engineering
yeah the best here no more odom no ye ne a
honorable better
echira ye be sa ni mu nyina ahia awrade enka mo ho makra mu nyina ahia bediako ana swasapo mu nyina medabwase ya Grace